urge to poo subsided.
And really,
the urge to poo subsided, but I mean, it's still going to come at some point. At some point, I'm going to run away from here with the camera off.
Well, put that aside for a moment, and we'll just say, just in conclusion, that is how in 35 years we can totally eradicate the Japanese race.
You pooping? Anyway, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Beer Dweebs United. We were a little late today. I had to have an argument upstairs about the internet cafe and about how it wasn't going on tonight. And I got the, what do you mean it's not going on? And so we're at that point where I said, yeah and no. Yeah.
Unless they're buying $5 frappuccinos.
So we're going to, $5 frappuccinos. My hair is everywhere. Yeah. It's a good day to be me. Now, for anyone that does not know, and if you don't know, you're having to pay much attention. It's about 18 days away from the 3rd annual Albino Rhino Beer Festival. We'll start off with that. 33 craft breweries and cideries available, as well as 8 food vendors. Yeah, I think I actually have a great little lineup put together. There are 1 or 2 breweries that I'm curious on what they're going to bring because they're not known to be the best breweries out there, but they're special. Their one-offs and stuff are usually okay. So we'll see what ends up coming. But yeah, run down this list here. Just opening up the list because I can't remember 33 breweries off the top of my head. Brimstone, Bose, Refined Fool, Allura, Highlander Brew Company, Broadhead Brewing, Nickelbrook, Mash Paddle, Innocente, Garden Brewers, Flying Monkeys, Double Trouble, Trafalgar Ales and Meads, Royal City, Black Swan, Ironwood Hard Cider, Silversmith Brewing Company, Cayman Kettle Beer Works, Cameron's Brewing Company, Innocent Gun, Collective Arts, Block 3, Redline Brewhouse, Oast House, Forefathers Brewing, Niagara College Teaching Brewery, The Exchange Brewery, New Limburg Brewing Company, Reinhard Brewing, Pelham Cider Works, Junction Craft Brewing, Sean and Ed Brewing, and Niagara Brewing Company.
That's a straight-up fuckload of breweries right there, boss.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Tickets are available on Ticket Scene for e-sales. Also at Silversmith Brewing Company in Niagara-on-the-Lake, the Cayman Kettle Beer Works in Font Hill, Brimstone Brewing Company in Ridgeway, and also in Waterloo at Innocente. And all those tickets all the hard tickets will start getting pulled on the Wednesday. E-tickets will be pulled on the Friday, May 13th at noon. So if you haven't gotten your pre-sale tickets by then, you're paying the extra $25. You're paying the extra $5 to $25 at the door. Let's get your tickets before then.
Yeah, so fuck you hipsters. Don't whine at the door. Be there or be a goddamn pedophile.
Do you remember that first year when we had the guy that freaked out at the door? I tried to buy my tickets ahead of time. I just tried before I came here. How the fuck did you expect me to know that you bought a ticket if the event's already on?
Does this guy have a twirly mustache?
Because you're on the internet and you should be God.
But, yeah. Oh, and normal questions to get asked. Can I bring my kid, my toddler, my infant? No, you can't.
No kids.
Yeah. Can I bring my big water bottle from outside? No, because you could have anything in that. Should I bring my 18-year-old brother? No.
No, they got water there. They got water on the facility for all you fucking assholes. So drink the water there and drink the beer. Shut your fucking mouths and enjoy it.
Just lie about his age.
Have ID on you. Have ID.
Yeah,
come with a camera. Come with a camera if you want to. Come with nice shoes. Come with cash because I don't have an ATM and you don't want to pay my ATM fees even if I did. The rhino. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get an ATM that's shaped like a rhino for next year. The money comes out of the rhino's ass.
Because if you manage to sneak in and you get carded and found out, there's going to be like 600-700 people going to beat the fuck out of you right there on the spot because you just ruined the festival for everyone else.
For any American viewers that are showing up, is the exchange on par? Is that how you're rolling it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to try and do the what is it 1.3 right now? Is it?
It's, I don't know, for every Canadian dollar, it's 79 cents American. So
And we all know what fucking assholes Americans are. So don't come in there with your big fucking dollars saying, "Oh, I should get more for my American dollars." Fuck you, asshole. It's on par. If you don't like it, go back to the Americas and bitch about it.
You know what? I'm not actually trying to screw you guys. Go to a bank, go to something, go to a Canadian bank, or go to the casino, or go somewhere and change it over. I don't have the time or desire to sit there with a calculator on each thing. That's the only reason it's not happening.
You heard it here first. Albino Rhino hates all Americans.
Yes.
I hate all Americans.
You know what?
Fuck all you people, man.
Nobody cares, Lee.
I was at work and a guy ordered 2 drinks and it came to like $14 and he gave me 50 American and he got more than 50 back and I'm like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah. I mean, you guys got fucking Donald Trump running in your goddamn race for president. You guys are an embarrassment, so you should be paying us more money, really.
We're gonna build a wall.
I by the end of the day, I will own Brimstone. I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build a wall. It's gonna be a beautiful wall. The Trump wall. It'll be a beautiful wall.
It's gonna be
It'll be
huge.
great.
It's gonna be huge.
Great. I know words. I know the best words. Anyway, so as we always start, Canadian beer news from the Canadian Beer News website. First and foremost, Granville Island is continuing its small series with a Keller beer. Now, the small series is usually where they do their specialty beers, and they're doing a Keller beer. So hey,
It's
like
like
an
that,
unfiltered pilsner.
it's like that South Park episode where they had the Japanese there. It's like, so very smooth. So very, very smooth.
They should have did an alt beer.
Oh, well, Granville Island, our penises are so very smooth.
Muddy York Brewing announces a Commonwealth collaboration series. So, Muddy York Brewing has announced an upcoming series of beers brewed in collaboration with fellow craft brewers, home brewers, and people in the industry who they respect and admire. The Commonwealth series will initially feature 3 beers to be released this spring. Buck 10 Imperial Amber with Jeremy Coghill of Lansdowne Brewing. The Burrow American Pale Ale with Richard Zimmerman of the Burrow Gastropub. The Muddy Beagle Extra Special Bitter with David Green of GTA Brews Home Brewing Club. A 4th beer, Inkwell Imperial Stout with Richard Sigma of General Brewing Company, will be brewed soon and aged for 6 months for a pre-Christmas release. They don't respect me, that's why I'm not on here. I'm actually surprised they don't have Jordan St. John on any of these because he just did 2 collab beers for the book launch. Anyway, Northumberland. Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, they don't have you on there because they fear you.
He'll drink all my beer. Northumberland County brewers and suppliers to produce a collaboration beer. So, up in Cobourg, Ontario, there's a group of brewers, hop growers, and maltsters from throughout Ontario's Northumberland County who will be gathering today to create a special collaboration beer. William Street Beer Company in Cobourg will be welcoming brewers and representatives from Churchill Brewing, Empire Cider, Valley Hops, Barn Owl Malts, and Pleasant Valley Hops to contribute. The beer will be made exclusively using ingredients from within 75 kilometers, including barley, hops, apples, honey, and more. And that's all the details they're telling you.
Apples, I don't like it.
Wasaga Beach Brewing launched today with Beach One Cerveza.
Beach One Service. Oh, my God. Come on, guys. You're not going to compete with Corona or Sol.
They're working on securing an LCBO listing of this beer.
I don't know, who the fuck wants to make a cerveza? Other than people in Mexico.
This guy.
This guy is...
Well, the Brick makes a cerveza, a PC cerveza.
Yeah, okay. Great, Brick. If he's going to make one that actually has flavor, then I'm all for it. If it becomes more like a session lager of some sort, with like good hop bite or something, but if he's making something that's just going to be akin to fucking Corona, why the fuck would not the tourist industry just walk in there and buy Coronas instead of his shit? That's probably going to cost more.
I've been noticing this thing lately and I mean it's the reason Niagara Brewing Company exists, which brews beer as you've tried that is akin to macro stuff, but people buy it even though it's overpriced. There's a growing number of tourists that just walk up to a bar and go, "What do you have that's local?" And whether or not it's good, that's what they drink the whole night.
Oh, that's depressing.
Great Lakes Brewing is brewing a charity beer with Councillor Norm Kelly. GLB has announced that it will be welcoming a well-known local politician to the brewery to help brew the beer for an upcoming charity event. Toronto City Councillor Norm Kelly will be pitching in on the creation of an easy-drinking yet hop-forward Pilsner that will be making its debut at the Brewers Plate on May 18th.
So this isn't Joe's girlfriend, Catherine Wynne.
No.
All right.
This year's edition of the annual beer and food charity event will benefit War Child, an organization that focuses exclusively on assisting children affected by war around the world.
Okay, good. They're not promoting child soldiers in Africa. That's good. That's what I thought initially it was.
What is the beer again? A hop forward Pilsner?
Yep.
They could have maybe brought something a little bit better to the table. Think of the children.
These children are affected by war. You need something better than a goddamn Pilsner.
Let me recommend possibly an alt beer.
Yeah, or a Keller beer.
You and your alt beer hate.
Hell's Lager, perhaps?
Your alt beer hate is strong, sir. Your alt beer hate is strong.
Perhaps a Crystal Weizen? A good, fresh, refreshing Crystal Weizen, maybe? Stick that in there.
Let's make a wheat beer and take all the good stuff out of it. All right, I'm on top of it.
Now that we're good and all done this, let's start our usual thing that I forgot to start. What are we drinking? Joe, what are you drinking tonight?
I was drinking Jutsu from Bellwoods.
Nice. How about yourself, Lee?
I am drinking this year's version of Boxing Rock's Sessionista Bold Session Ale, which is much more bolder than the last couple of years, so it's good.
Nice. Yourself, Nicholas?
Drinking the Moose Light Raspberry Radler.
Nice.
Hang your head down in shame.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start with Sleeman's Railside.
What the fuck is that?
Their newest beer. It's their Session IPA. Made with the hops they found along the railway behind the brewery.
What?
Yeah, that's
Really?
why it's called Railside.
Oh, well, at least pirates didn't import these ones, because Sleeman, they were founded by pirates, don't you know?
4.2% alcohol, and yeah, it's made with the hops along the railroad.
I don't want those hops. Those hops are probably dirty and polluted by oil and stuff.
It reminds me of the one brewery, I can't remember, that did the Graveyard Hops.
Oh,
which
yeah.
ended up being
That
Belma
was
Hops. Railway City.
Railway City.
Of all places. I see. Just have rail somewhere in the name, and apparently hops magically grow wherever you want them to.
Okay, so these railside hops, these are hops that hobos have probably pissed on.
Most likely.
I'm sure a certain individual probably threw some beer there where.
Graveyard hops. Graveyards are popular places for teenagers to go and scare their girlfriends and get them to fuck them. So there's probably excretions all over those hops in the graveyard.
Only in horror movies, Lee. Only in horror movies.
No, it happens in real life, believe me.
That's how Lee lost his virginity.
No. You can learn something new every day, even if you didn't want to.
But yeah, they still say that graveyard hops are just graveyard hops. That they're some wild hop variety, but they taste exactly and smell exactly like Velma.
But they'll drive you to murder.
They might. Who knows, right? Who knows? This basically just smells like... This basically, and yeah, it kind of smells like Sleeman Draft with a little bit of like a green scent to it, like green pepper. I bought 3 cans, one to review, one to drink tonight, and one to put in the fridge for Nicholas when he gets here.
Oh, crap. What about Guy? Can he get one?
He can share it with you.
Him and Radar.
Oh.
That good, eh?
That's special. Yeah, that's very special. You know what? I'll give them that it's probably the hoppiest beer I've ever had from Sleeman. It kind of tastes like I'm chewing on a railway tie.
Oh, I might like it then. Oh,
What?
It's fucking
What?
weird.
What?
What?
Huh?
Get your hearing aids, sir.
Good day, eh?
Hey, what are you drinking tonight, Big E?
Nothing. Yeah,
Okay, what type of Pellegrino are you going to go get?
nothing. I'm all out.
Man, he's addicted to that shit. He's running out all the time. He's got a dealer on the side now for that shit.
Hey, man, Perrier, not Pellegrino.
Oh. He's got to hide it from his wife at this point.
First and
She's the
foremost,
enabler. I don't know what you're talking about.
First and foremost, for news of the week is cider in grocery stores has been approved. Sales start in June, so all the grocery stores that are allowed to sell beer will be allowed to start selling ciders. And just like with beer, they will have to have at least 25% of the shelf space to Ontario craft ciders.
More importantly, when is the Gruits coming to the grocery stores? And the craft Gruits, more importantly. I need to know.
Are there macro growths that exist?
Oh my god, that would be horrible. Oh, Jesus.
Macro Gruits, oh
That's
my.
something I've never considered before until Joe just thought that. I was like,
Oh,
oh my
and
god, what would that be like? That would be...
They should, because it'd be a cost-saving measure in terms of, hey, we don't have to buy hops. That's awesome.
Yeah, no hops, and then it
Yeah.
would all be like natural flavors for whatever fucking ingredients they claim are in it.
We want some lavender, get some extract. Give it now.
Get
Gi-
some
give-
get some bog myrtle from a beaver's anus, you know.
Give
who-
AB and Bev a little bit of time, and they'll get it done for you guys. Don't worry.
Who's this young buck here? Who's this average Joe? Who is this guy? I don't
know
recognize.
Look
I
at
don't
him.
know what the hell you're talking about.
Fucking,
Asshole.
fucking Johnny haircut right over here. Fucking.
It's trying to show off his cut, too.
Johnny haircut.
He's like a grown-up version of Spanky.
I don't know what to
He
say.
looks like a proper young man.
I appreciate the compliments. That I think that's what they are.
Maybe I should come
Get
on.
down
I'm not wearing my hat today too, so maybe I should show my face.
That's probably a really bad idea.
All right, I won't.
Joe has a special admirer watching tonight, and he's trying to show off. That's why his hat's off.
There's a special admirer. Who is it?
Raining on your parade.
Oh, God. I'll be right back. I gotta take about 20 minutes to get ready for that guy.
Gotta pump a little iron first, get the old muscles jacked up.
Next in the news of the week is cider is allowed to be sold at farmers markets beginning in May. The ciders must be completely made from Ontario-grown fruit. And the sales will begin May 1st. My question is, why can't we sell beer then at farmers markets if the malts and hops are 100% Ontario-grown? Like, say this.
Because beer is evil and farmers make cider, and farmers are honest people.
But farmers grow malt and hops.
Yeah, but they don't make beer with it. Not necessarily, for the most part. And the ones who do are evil and probably cursed by witches.
Oh, no, I mean, all the breweries that make 100% Ontario-grown beers aren't usually the greatest, like the 100 Mile Ale and lager and stuff, but should be allowed to sell it there. Turn around is fair play. If you're going to argue if beer and wine's allowed to be sold in grocery stores, cider should be allowed to be sold in grocery stores. Well, if cider's allowed to be sold at a farmer's market, beer should be allowed to be sold at a farmer's market.
No, listen, cousin rape is only acceptable if you drink cider when you're doing it. If you do it with beer, then it's a crime.
I feel you're way too knowledgeable about the subject.
Hey, I live in a rural area. I know these things.
Unfortunately for anyone in Alberta, the Lake of Bays Brewing has pulled its beer sales from Alberta.
Did you say fortunately? Because that's
Unfortunately.
oh,
Well, I thought living in Alberta meant unfortunate.
I mean, unfortunately for Ontario, Lake of Bays has pulled its beer out of Ontario because that means there's more Lake of Bays Brewing Company beers to go into Ontario stores.
and there's more to come to the States, which they can keep their shitty beer. under wraps, hopefully, for a long time.
Now they pulled out because of the tax hike, which was a true reason to pull out. I mean, if your taxes go from 10 cents a liter to $1.30 a liter just to sell in that province, probably worth leaving.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Especially when no one buys your shitty beer anyway.
I mean, they had more selection over there in Prairie Land, but a lot of their taxes are pretty fucking gross on some stuff.
Well, that tax is completely against anything that isn't made in Alberta, Saskatchewan, or Manitoba. If you're in any province other than that, you're paying that tax.
Yeah, because some fucking asshole from Alberta or someplace the other day commented on one of my whiskey reviews, and I was saying like the price was like, it was a budget price for whiskey, and technically it is for a single malt Scotch. He's like, budget? I have to pay like $59 for it. And I was like, well, sucks DBU. You're getting fucking screwed by your taxes. And I mean, I have to pay 50 something too, but anywhere else where fucking liquor prices are reasonable, it's actually a budget fucking Scotch. So shut the fuck up and keep, walking for a long distance and not seeing any mountains. Just keep doing that and shut up.
Wow, that's fucking the truth, but fucked up. Totally fucked up.
Yeah. So I can tell you love Alberta.
Lee's in a little bit of a mood this evening.
Now, let's face it, there's not too many Albertans coming to the festival, so it doesn't matter. I'm not burning any bridges here.
Not too many guys from Nova Scotia coming either.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
What'd I tell you?
The Toronto Sun posted this one, which kind of makes me sad because it made me wish that I could get this done with the LCBO or beer store. But a lucky guy's beer pipeline runs from the store to the sink. A beer-loving Russian man convinced the local beer store to install a pipeline from their cooler to his kitchen. Now his sink has two faucets. One runs hot and cold water. The other runs beer. Andrei Enemy, a mechanic from Chelyabinsk, said it started as a joke, but the beer store, which is on the first floor of his building, thought it would try it out. Since nobody had ever proposed such a thing, there were no standards in place, so government approval came easily. The beer store told local news stations. The pipeline is connected to a single keg in the store's cooler room and fitted with a special valve. We recently opened a new brew house and there was plenty of equipment left out. Apparently the beer line is a hit with all of his friends and neighbors who regularly pop over for a pint. We won't say how much the whole project cost, but he said he was happy with the results.
Yeah, Ricky and Julian loved it.
Yeah, like, okay, listen, he's Russian. Okay, some stereotypes fit. Russians are notorious drunks. How would he not like having his water replaced with booze? If it was vodka, he'd even be more happy.
Excuse me.
This is the rules here.
I'll tell you that
This is the rules.
I'll tell you the Sleeman, the rail side, is very, very carbonated. Very gassy.
In Russia, we purify our water with vodka.
Brewdog is soon to start work on a beer-themed hotel in Aberdeen. After raising nearly 19 million euros in their latest equity fundraising campaign, they are going to start building their beer-themed hotel.
Sorry to disappoint Brewdog, but those things exist already. It's just not owned by a brewery. There's lots of beer-themed hotels.
Yeah, you get to sleep in the wooden fermenters and everything, like the standing kegs.
So this is kind of like Hotel California. You can check in, but you'll never leave, Because you won't want to leave, because you'll just be drinking all the time.
I can't wait to Stone create one. I'm sure.
Yurt's gonna have it. He's gonna have his own fucking penthouse on the top floor, rented out all the time.
Yeah.
Now here is something that's going on at an LCBO store in Waterloo.
Oh my God! Go on.
Mystery beer bags are flying off the shelves. So they're taking they're taking some of their craft beers that are on the shelf, and they are randomly mixing and matching them. Your price is exactly what your price would be if you bought those bags. You just don't know what's in the bag till you get it home.
Sounds like
Each bag has a different price because it has a different mixture.
Wow.
Well,
and
then
it's sitting on
it's
the
not
shelf.
random.
Yeah, it sounds like a clearance sale for their old stock, and they're marketing towards people who never got mentally past 5 years old and used to buy grab bags at the corner store for candy.
Yeah, it's like I mean, I don't know who buys them, but whoever does, I can't imagine them walking in and being like, "I can't wait to get a mystery bag. I can't wait to get home and see what's in it." Like,
Well, they flew through 200 in the first weekend.
yeah,
Oh my
well,
God.
I don't know how shitty your life has to be, but it's got to be pretty shitty.
Are these generally in low? Like, did it say how many beers you generally get in the mystery bag?
No, it doesn't show you. It doesn't show you the price
It's
or anything. So I
mystery.
can't even figure it out.
It's totally a
Oh.
mystery.
I can't wait. I'm going to get one of these things. I'm not even opening it. I'm going to put it in a beer mail to Alberta. I'm just going to...
Oh, that is fucking one of the best ideas you've ever
Send the old Stephen Orr there, and he'll fucking
Oh, yeah.
appreciate that one.
He'll taste his own medicine.
Thank you for his beer mail back in December.
Fucking douchebag.
Laughter.
What else do we have here?
What's that?
Just some Russian. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so in the UK on Sunday brunch, Catherine Jenkins narrowly avoids vomiting as she struggles during a live beer tasting segment. So they have a girl there putting them through a bunch of different beers for a beer week they're having. And the beer that this girl is almost choking on and puking is Celebrator Doppelbock.
What? Really?
Yeah. She takes the pictures of the...
Who? Who's Catherine Jenkins? Who?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He's a UK ex-model that's a TV sensation now.
Oh, she's probably not used to having anything in her mouth except for dicks.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe she would be more in line with some gozas. Oh shit!
Her body probably rejects anything that has any sort of calorie content.
Probably the darkest thing she's ever had in her mouth.
Yeah.
Right there is the link, and you guys can see her face or watch the very quick video.
Okay, I gotta fucking do this.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Whatever. Hey, if she doesn't like it. What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's true. You don't have to like it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't think a Doppelbock would be the one that would make you want to barf.
She said it tasted.
Yeah, really.
She drank it. She said it tasted like medicine. So clearly, her palate is on par with Greg's.
She's a fucking moron, is what her problem is.
Or she's a drama queen and just wanted to show something.
Probably. I doubt she's.
She probably
I doubt
didn't
she
like
was-
it and just started making the faces and all that because
Yeah, I doubt she was
ratings.
close to. She wasn't close to puking. She was just putting on a fucking performance, and a bad one. And she should just fucking die. I'm just saying right now, she should just die.
Settle down, Ric Flair.
No, she should just die.
Did you see what Ric Flair said the other day?
No, what did he say?
They were taping SmackDown yesterday, and there was a segment where it was Natalya in the ring going at it with Ric Flair, and Ric Flair just slipped and said, "Kill yourself!" And you should see like Dean Ambrose in the background just start cracking up because he knows he was supposed to say it, and like the look on Charlotte's face is like, "Dad, what the hell did you just do?" Like, he can't be saying that. Luckily, it was on something like SmackDown where they could edit it out because it's taped. But
That's why they don't let him cut promos no more, because he said some shit that.
he just told her to kill herself. I'm like, this is not PG at all. Like, not even.
I
a little.
spent more on spilt liquor than you make in a year.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, fucking.
I'm having a hard time keeping these alligators down.
Oh.
So, Ryan Reynolds has donated $5,000 to a theater that was fined for serving beer. So I was first thinking, oh, were they serving beer illegally, and he just helped them out or anything? But no, actor Ryan Reynolds has donated $5,000 to help pay Utah theaters legal fees after it was caught serving beer during a screening of Deadpool, Marvel's most recent comic book adaptation. The Brewvies Theater in Utah has been threatened with a $25,000 fine and could have its alcohol license revoked after it was caught serving alcohol during a screening of the film, whose anti-hero lead character Deadpool is played by Reynolds. Under Utah law, now here's the best part about all this, okay? Under Utah law, businesses are banned from serving alcohol during screenings of films that feature sex, acts or simulated sex acts, full frontal nudity, or the caressing of breasts or buttocks. So, you can serve alcohol perfectly fine. You can have people's heads being blown off and all that, as long as nobody's touching a breast or buttocks or showing any nudity.
It's Mormons for you. They're backwards fucking people.
Oh God.
They are. Mormons are backwards fucking people. They're even considered lunatics by regular Christians, for fuck's sakes. And, you know, Ryan Reynolds, good on you. Doesn't make up for Green Lantern, I'm sorry to say. You're still in the shithouse for that, but, you know, keep trying, buddy. And fuck Mormonism.
So apparently, the theater was already fined $1,827 for screening The Hangover while serving beer, and a theater in Idaho had a similar law revoked because it was charged for serving beer while showing 50 Shades of Grey.
There's theaters in
Oh,
Idaho?
you need beer to fucking watch 50 Shades of Grey. Oh my god.
Probably need a lot more than beer.
They should be applauded for fucking serving beer during that fucking film. Fuck you, Utah.
I just got rid of that. Good. It's gone.
There would be no loss to the world if Utah was obliterated by a nuclear bomb. Just saying.
You are in the worst mood of your life tonight, eh?
No, I'm a happy guy. Good.
Well, they could do that after July 15th, because I'll be passing through, so I better not.
No, I mean, you know,
No.
there has to be casualties, Ewart.
Oh,
I mean,
Ewart can be the savior to the survivors in Utah. He can bring all kinds of bottled water for them.
yeah, don't be selfish, Ewart.
Pellegrino.
Don't be selfish.
I'll keep the Perrier for myself.
He'll be Johnny Perrier. He'll be spreading water across the state and starting new civilizations.
Exactly.
Now, a few months back, we talked about a new brewing technology school opening up because there was another province coming in. Simon Fraser University was bringing in a course much like Niagara College's course, and there's one in Quebec now. There's one in Alberta. They're trying to open one up in Nova Scotia. So there's a lot of these schools opening up where these kids really aren't having. There's a lot of breweries opening up, but if they're not leaving the provinces, they're not all finding jobs right away because there's a lot of kids coming out of each different course. Well, Ontario now has a second school for brewing, as Durham College is bringing up a partnership with Siebel Institute, which is the brewery technology and microbiology courses in the U.S. It will be more prestiged than the teaching brewery here in Niagara Falls, but it is a second one doing basically the same thing. So your courses will include brewing microbiology, which provides the theoretical knowledge and practical skills required to implement an effective quality control, quality assurance program. Brewing technology, which is the exact same thing as the course at Niagara College, and then sensory analysis and flavor production and control, which is again the same thing as Niagara College. They're only adding the microbiology, which does get touched on at Niagara College, but nowhere near as in depth as Siebel does. The president of Durham College was quoted as saying, "We are excited to be involved in bringing brewing industry training to Ontario." You're not bringing it to Ontario. It's been in Ontario for 5 fucking years now. But anyway, I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen now that there's going to be like 60 students a year coming out of school in Ontario looking for jobs that they don't want to do the bottom of the barrel stuff. They want to be brewmasters right away. And we'll see how that goes.
I don't know. Is it me, or is all of this new schooling and all that stuff sort of ruining beer to a degree. It's kind of like, it reminds me of music. You know, the guys that learn how to play rock and roll by getting in a garage and making noise and eventually coming up with something. And there's been a lot of failures where, you know, same thing with brewers, right? These guys learn how to home brew. They come up through the ranks and they're learning what they like and they're trying stuff out and being experimental. And then you have these guys who are getting the book smarts in and being overproduced in a way. And then that's where you get auto-tune. And then you have shitty music and, you know, in turn, you know, almost overproduced and too much. I don't know. To me, it's I don't know. It kind of goes against.
I agree.
I agree with you, and I would also bring in that I hate when they take schooling, because schooling is an entirely big. It's an entire big business, and I hate when they take a job that has never really needed it and go, hey, you know what we need to do? We need to make schooling a part of this, so that you need to go to school for 2 to 4 years before you get into this job instead of working your way through it and learning that way.
Yeah, exactly. It is business. They're looking at, hey, what drives tuition? What do kids want to learn about? And they're just looking at, that's a new hot thing, so let's provide some schooling for it because then we get tuition and fuck them when they get out.
Well, before Niagara College opened up the teaching brewery, what did you do? You got a job at a brewery. You either went to Siebel, you went to Scotland, you either went to Siebel or Scotland, or you started at a brewery on the canning line and you worked your way up. And now, even to get onto the canning line, they kind of want you to do the college course, because the college course has you completely trained by the time you get in there.
Yep. And then you're just a perfect little drone who does everything by the way you were taught in school, and it kind of, perhaps, not in every case, of course, but it probably has the potential to kind of cut off innovation and artistic flourish, which is part of brewing beer, as far as I'm concerned. It's not purely a scientific, by-the-numbers thing. There's a lot more innovation and sort of artistic craftsmanship in beer that I think might be kind of filtered out by too much educated people coming into the industry from a school.
Yeah, the people who believe in that this is sort of thing is necessary are the same people who probably think BJCP is something that's worthwhile too. You know, they're overthinking it. You know, what about
you're having these kids, and I've talked to a lot of brewers that have laughed about it, that are coming into the brewery and going, "We want a job as a brewmaster or a head brewer," and they're like, "You have no experience." Yeah, but I have this. I don't care. I have this guy here that's been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
You haven't done it for anything. You want a brewer job? Minimum wage brewer's job. You can work your way up. No, I don't want that. And then a new brewery will open up, and they'll jump on the line to try and get in there, but somebody that's already put 5 years in as a brewer at another brewery gets the job, and then they'll come over to that brewery. Hey, do you have a spot for me now? Well, no, my assistant brewer just got moved up to a brewer. Do you want the assistant brewer job that I offered you 10 months ago? Like, it's getting to the point where if you don't have the money to open up your own brewery right out of school, because some of the guys do, they're opening up a brewery as soon as they're getting out of school. That's one of the reasons why we're having this big explosion in breweries. But if you don't know somebody opening one, or you don't have the money to open one yourself, you don't have the funds, you have to still work from the bottom, regardless of whether you have the schooling or not, because there's people already doing that job.
Yeah, and you see it in every industry. It's not just this. This is nothing new, of course. This is something that happens in every industry. I mean, for instance, the industry I'm in, grocery industry, people go to school to be management in grocery stores. And they basically just bypass actually doing any of the jobs in the grocery store and working their way up. They just go for courses and immediately get slotted into a management position where they don't understand the job at all. All they understand is whatever sort of company protocols are pushed on them to push on other people without understanding the realities of their job at all. So, and you see that in basically just in every industry where there's the potential to be people just slotted into some sort of management position because they went to school for it, but they never were in the industry before that. So.
I mean, I don't want to be taken wrong as if I'm saying I hate the college or anything like that. Like, I think it's a lovely, lovely thing. I just think that it's changed the industry quite a lot. And now to have 2 colleges doing a course in the same province is just going to push it even further and make it even harder for anyone that ever wants to get into the industry if they don't have the money to go to school.
I'm going to take the opposite opinion. I'm just going to say burn both of them down. Both colleges, burn them. Firebomb them.
I mean, I think that there's so many. The scale of systems is so vast. You can go from like 1 barrel to like this. It can be so massively different in every system and how things work that I think offering some sort of education in some regard is fine, provided you're teaching the right things. But don't tell people how to brew beer. They can take it.
Yeah, give them basics on chemistry or something like that, and sanitation, things like that.
Where someone goes into labs and whatnot.
Well, yeah, John does a good job at Niagara College of teaching the kids the basics of brewing. A lot of these kids, though, think that after they've come out of the college, they can brew on any system anywhere. And like even Big E just said, there is a vast difference in systems. I mean, there isn't that many people making systems, but there's a lot of hodgepodge systems. You don't know what each system's going to be unless it's the exact same system you worked on in college. You're going to have some basic knowledge of it, but you're not going to be an expert on any of it.
Yeah. We do have one comment, and then I think you should say hi to Jamie and not make him feel like he's a stranger here. And Greg as well. I don't think he said hi to Greg either. Winter's coming says, so apparently an Imperial Kolsch is a thing. Just knows that Bose has one coming out in the LCBO.
Yeah, the Golden Vox, the one that they did with that. Wasn't it Chaos? They did it with a wrapper. I just don't remember which one.
Oh, really? With a wrapper? Well, that's great.
And good day, Gregory and Jamie. What are you two drinking?
Go ahead, Greg.
I am having this crazy Canuck, or some people call it Canuck, mainly because I have to wait for this fella to warm up.
Ooh.
And how about yourself, Jamie?
Trying one of these Sleeman rail sides.
Oh, I just had one of those.
Yeah.
They're very gassy.
Oh, yeah. I'm just a few sips in. It has a nice grapefruity scent, and then it's pretty watery. It goes down pretty smooth, and it's a session ale, so, it's a lawnmower beer.
I just poured one of these, the Sweetwater Squeeze Radler, and I noticed that since last year when cans were exploding, there is absolutely no carbonation in this guy at all anymore.
That looks like straight up orange juice.
Yeah.
Dialed her back a little too much.
Yeah, they dialed. Well, cans were exploding in the LCBO, so they dialed something back. Yeah, that's straight up orange juice. I like that. It reminds me of Orange Mungus.
Now, what is your favorite grapefruit radler?
My favorite grapefruit radler, probably either Stiegel or Rickards.
Yeah.
Not Rickards, sorry. Stiegel or Rickards.
I actually really like the Waterloo one. It's quite good, too.
It is a lot better than their first radlers they made.
Mm-hmm.
I will give them that. My least favorite is probably the Schofferhofer one, or the Lowenbrau was lemon. What was the other one? There was another Pilsner radler that was grapefruit, and I can't remember the name, but I hated that too.
The Rickards Radler is surprisingly very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Molson does a good job with its crafty beers. They always have.
Well, no, they do a good job the first year, and then when they bring it back this year, it's going to be shitty now.
I didn't really care for the Rickards Radler, at least the first time I had it, because it gave me mad heartburn afterward.
You were just eating taquitos with it, be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, was that after a burrito you had?
Don't get taquitos here.
So, Chad, you said you had one of those rail sides? Hello?
Well, he hasn't frozen. He's just muted. I think he's talking to someone. He did have a rail side. He drank it earlier, and he wasn't too impressed with it.
Yeah, it's not much to it. Quite watery.
He did say it was the hoppiest beer he'd ever had from Sleeman.
Yeah, that was the only compliment he could really put towards it, apparently.
What are you, bitch?
Said it was the hoppiest beer? Oh.
The hoppiest Sleeman's beer I've ever had.
A lot of anger in the McGee household right now.
I'm being yelled at because she, again, can't hear what I'm saying, apparently.
Well, she should open her fucking ears.
Exactly, Lee.
Could always log in upstairs.
You could.
Get the internet cafe going.
Do you want a sip of my carbonated orange juice?
Get back to talking about Chad getting bonus
Yeah.
for stickers.
Tagging boners. What?
Do you want a sip of my carbonated orange juice? Yeah, sure. Come have a sip.
I saw a wolf boner today.
You
Saw
saw
you
a
watched
wolf boner.
Wolfcock, did you?
Wolf cop. I haven't made it through the whole movie. I watched the first like 45 minutes, but yeah, pretty funny.
I am almost completed season 5 of Sons of Anarchy right now.
Oh, yeah. You're over the hill as far as good Sons of Anarchy episodes, probably.
See, and I'm hearing mixed reviews. I'm hearing from some people that it started getting worse in season 4. And I've heard from other people that it's strong all the way to the end. So I don't know. We'll see what goes on.
I heard a lot of people didn't really like the episodes where they went to, it was Ireland, I believe.
Yeah, that was basically the entire season 2, I think. Season 2 or 3.
I actually liked that season. But yeah, after I don't know if you're at a certain point, I won't say what happens, but there's one death that happens to a main character, and then after that, it just seems like it's more gratuitous violence, and the story just kind of I don't know, dwindles. The saving grace of the last season is I forget the guy's name, the guy with the scars on his face. Or no, not Chibs. Not that guy. The weird guy that his daughter is.
Oh, Tig.
Earlier. Tig, yes. He starts a relationship with a woman that is pretty funny.
As long as she's not
a
dead,
very
since they
well-known
do talk
actor.
about that too.
It's actually quite funny. And probably
There's a lot of dark parts of that show. Like Tig is a necrophiliac. That's a pretty dark part of the show.
Yeah. He's the best character, I
You're
think.
just negatively judging an alternative lifestyle is what you're doing.
I'm not negatively judging an alternative lifestyle.
You're just saying he's really, dark and stuff, and it's like,
He's
come on now.
just against the love of a man, and
Yeah, you just don't understand a different kind of love. That's all there is to it.
Excuse me.
You probably don't want corpses in unisex bathrooms. It's probably you're going to be your next step there, Hair McGee.
some kind of racism. I don't know what, but
I need to figure out what I'm doing with my hair come the festival because
No, I'm saying hair as in
I know what you were saying.
Hair Hitler.
I know what you were saying.
Yeah.
Albino Hitler mustache.
I really hope that your festival is going to be much more progressive this year, and it's going to have not only a unisex bathroom, but a uni-life bathroom. So if corpses want to use the toilet in there, they can be in there.
Oh, you know what? We should just be like the Society of Beer-Drinking Ladies and be inclusive, so white males are allowed. That's it.
Weekend at Bernie's is okay. Just don't bring your kid.
Dead white males
Kids.
are fine, but just no women, especially. Like, come on. It's a society of beer-drinking white dudes.
Rhino, I think you should get a pack of those little elastics and then just do like a bunch of little ponytail-y things all over your face.
You'll be like Seamus, yeah. You can have those dingleberries hanging from your face.
Dye your entire body blue. You'd be like Papa Smurf.
I know what you were going for. Don't worry.
Santa Claus is another joke. You probably never heard that one before.
No.
Oh, never.
You know, the only reason that one bothers me is there's no thought whatsoever into it. It's just, Santa Claus.
Yeah, trolls are so lazy, aren't they? They're just fucking, hey, Santa Claus.
The worst part is, if I'm out on the street, nobody will say that to me at all. When I'm at my work, and I'm in my uniform, it's Santa Claus, hey, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Same guy will pass me on the street, won't say a thing, won't even look at me.
But when people say it to you at work, are they doing it to just be friendly with you, or are they actually...
Oh, no, they're not being friendly.
They're liquored up and being pricks, you know.
They know you can't use your chimney line at work.
Ed, what you gotta do one day...
They know I can't knock their teeth out at work.
That too.
What you do is you win the lottery. Like, let's say you win the lottery, you win $50 million. You never have to work again. Keep working until you get that opportunity. That one guy comes up to you at your work and calls you something he doesn't want to call you, and then you can kill him. And then you can afford to bail yourself out of prison.
That's the dream. Or just get enough money where you can, retire and then just go around from host to host. All these people ever talk shit about you, and just like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, the hockey fight on each one of them. Are you? Did you say?
Are you a Magnolia fan? Whatever, and said this on moviepoopshoot.com? Yeah. Then they just start beating the fuck out of him.
Movie poop shoot.
Poopshoot.com.
That was a thing for a while.
That song that plays that entire montage is great too. That anybody who wants to kick some ass?
Yeah.
I love how Joe is back to the Buffalo.
Who doesn't want to have his back killed?
Everybody was talking about how he's got hair, now he's so self-conscious.
Yeah, he's like probably back combing it or putting some fucking oil in it to slick it up a bit.
Trying to find his hat.
Little bit of Brill cream or whatever stuck in there.
Brown cream? Oh, you're talking about poop.
Poop?
So I reviewed the Silversmith Chewbacca that came in the April edition of the Brewbox, and Joe, one of the owners of Brewbox, contacted me. He's like, "Man, I'm surprised you liked that. We tried like 2 or 3 bottles of it, and there was something off on it." And I'm like, "Huh."
Thanks for sending it, dude.
Well, they probably tried it after they sent it first, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Wow, that's intriguing to me." I'm like, you know what? They did just pop open a bunch of barrels over the last few months of Strong Wrong Lambic number 1 and Strong Wrong Lambic number 2. They probably didn't completely fucking sanitize some of the caps or something, because it's a new brewer there. They don't have their old brewmaster. He might not know how to work with wild yeast yet and what it can do to your brew house. Because there was nothing wrong with mine. There was no off flavors at all, but it's easy to get an off flavor, especially if you're working with Brett and everything else all over your brewery. So, I mean, even just one fucking particle of it gets on the cap, you cap the beer. Guess what just happened? You just infected your beer.
So what would happen if someone named their beer Chewbacca? Do you think there'd be an uproar?
I'm actually surprised that Hebrew hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, because, cash in on the whole Star Wars thing. Chewbacca! What a Wookiee!
That green jelly song used to be the cleanup song at my parties when we lived in Arnprior.
Love green jelly.
Basically, we would all get drunk the night before, and whenever I would finally crawl out of bed, everybody would still be passed out, and as soon as they heard What a Wookiee start playing, they knew they had to get up and help clean.
Yeah.
Still remember every time the Three Little Pigs video would come on Much Music. You'd always have to watch it.
Oh, the Three Little Pigs.
Little pig, let me in. Back by the hair of a trin.
Such a great video. And song.
You know who's playing in my hometown of Arnprior next month? Gob. I didn't even know they were still around.
They were still around?
They were like a skate punk
skate punk band back in the 80s and 90s.
Canada's Blink-182.
It was just the 90s. It was,
I thought their first song was like 89.
No, couldn't be. It was late 90s, early 2000s when they were around. And then they had a couple albums first that were actually pretty good. I actually owned one of them.
It says they formed in '93.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they hit it really big, and they had a couple like really commercial successful albums, and then I didn't hear from them anymore.
Like I Hear You Calling.
Yeah. That
I hear you calling. That was a good zombie video, though.
I remember seeing them on. I think I saw them on Jono-Vision. I think they were on Jono-Vision once.
Forgot about that show.
So is Sum 31. Sum 31 was on the Battle of Bands for Jonovision and Lost.
Wasn't it 41? Some 41?
Is it 41? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, fucker.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know some crappy fucking pop punk band.
The people in that band were really annoying, but they were actually really good the first few years. Some good videos.
They sort of capitalized on the sort of last few years of like Green Day like popularity for that sort of sound, and then they all disappeared.
I actually saw Green Day and Blink-182 in concert together. It was at the amphitheater back in the day.
Blink-182.
Oh, Blink-182 before they got famous too.
Mm.
My son really loves System of a Down, and
Really?
I
that's like freak out music for little kids, and little kids like to freak out, so you know.
Yeah, well, I have for the original CD, and I have Toxicity in the van, and my wife would always freak out because he loves System of a Down, and the original CD was their like full-on indie CD, right, where like every second word is fuck and everything. She's like, I don't want him listening to this. I'm like, well, put on Toxicity. Well, that's the same band. I go, yeah, well, that was their mainstream CD. I think it swears once on the entire CD. Just put that on.
Not that you can really hear them say the fucking words anyway, because the guy's going a fucking mile a minute every time he sings.
Yeah, and whenever he's swearing, it's always like.
Yeah, the original CD. There's a few motherfuckers that are pretty strong there.
Yeah.
Do you have the other the two CDs after Toxicity, the Hypnotize and I forgot the name of the
I
other.
have them somewhere in the giant pile of CDs inside the bar.
Yeah, they're good too.
Yeah, and then his little solo album.
Never really dug that.
The one song was good, the Walls, and then everything else I didn't care for.
Yeah, I didn't really give it a fair shake. I just listened to one song and wasn't into it. So.
I also used to have every Insane Clown Posse CD.
I can't be your friend anymore.
I used to laugh at them. I'm no juggalo, but I used to laugh at those songs. They give me giggles.
I don't think I've ever listened to a single song. I wouldn't even know what they sound like. I probably wouldn't be into them, but
so terrible.
I kind of like Slipknot.
I was more a punk and metal type of guy, but I enjoyed the ICP songs. Like the Great Malenko was a good album. They had some good albums, and they had some good songs. They had a lot of and it was stupid. Like it was funny because people actually would take them seriously, and you'd listen to the lyrics and go, "How can anyone even take these guys seriously at all? They're completely just trying to make the money." And they did a great job at what they did. They were great marketing themselves. When they did their stupid WWF stuff, or was it WCW? It was WWF, wasn't it? Which wrestling were they in? They were in both? Like, they were able to market themselves well. They knew how to play those games.
The comments of Chad McGee are not endorsed by the Albino Rhino BDU.
I was always just a huge Sarah McLachlan fan.
Out of your goddamn mind, sir. Out of your goddamn little mind.
Out of my mind, back in 5 minutes.
It better be 5 minutes. If it's 6 minutes, you're a liar.
If it's 6 minutes, you're going to have to kiss my a-hole.
Speaking of your a-hole. Hey, Chad, have you had this one yet?
Coco Psycho.
That's right,
No, I
Coco
have not.
Brewdog. Okay, cool. That's going in the box.
There's a lot of weird talk there all of a sudden. It's like you're talking about his a-hole and then going in the box, and I'm confused now. What the fuck's...
Yeah, you stay away from my box, sir.
I hope somebody's funny if he has to kiss his a-hole. Like, I believe it's not really...
It's the only spot on my body that isn't actually white.
Oh. Brown just like anybody else's.
So I bought the Muskoka Survival Pack.
How would you do that for?
just for the peach Kolsch.
But then you gotta buy all the other Muskoka beers, and they're terrible.
Yeah, but it was only a 6-pack, so it gave me something to drink for right now, and that's about it.
Because in previous times it was like I think you had to buy 24 or 12 or something.
Yeah, 24 or 12, and I found it in a 6-pack, so I'm like, oh, okay, a 6-pack I can do. So I'm actually pulling the cans out right now. It came with the Kolsch, a Detour, a Mad Tom, a Summer Weiss, a Dark Ale, and a Cream Ale. So, I mean, one that I haven't had, 3 that I can drink, 1 that I actually like, and 1 that I dislike. It's not a bad little box.
What's the like? Which one do you like?
I actually do not... Oh, sorry, it wasn't dark. It was just the same color. It was the craft lager. Okay, so I'm going to redo that. The dark was the one I liked. So we're at 1 I haven't had, 3 that I can drink, and 2 that I don't really care for. Because I don't care for the lager at all. And I don't care for Mad Tom, really.
I don't love Mad Tom, but it's one of those beers. It's kind of like Tank House, where I can often get it at places that otherwise.
I liked Twice's Mad Tom more than I liked Mad Tom.
Well, of course, double IPAs are better than regular IPAs. That's just simple math.
They're twice as better.
Mm-hmm.
Use math.
Okay,
Tom IPAs are goddamn garbage.
Because both Mad Tom and Twice the Mad Tom are sort of common denominators for their style. Like, they're very basic, but you can often get them at places that your other choices are like Molson Canadian and Coors Light. Oh, they got Mad Tom. All right, Mad Tom it is.
Do I drink the beer that's in my right hand or my left hand?
Right.
On your penis.
Left.
Left, right,
Left.
left. 2 lefts.
I think
Left.
you voted.
Cream ale.
Damn it.
I'm drinking the cream ale.
Right.
Great.
The right would have been the craft lager. I would have gotten that out of here. Oh, I did just buy a. I also just bought a can of Creamore Kolsch.
Yeah, I saw that at the LCBO.
They really need to make an alt beer so you can send that to Joe.
They have an alt beer.
Oh, that's right, they do. Send it to Joe.
They also. No, what was it? I did not pick up because it was only at the one LCBO, and I don't really care to go and pay that money for it. But I did not get the Farm Table IPA from fucking Bose. I saw it at the LCBO, and I was getting the Bose Greener Future box in the next few days, and I'm like, I looked at the bottling date, and the bottling date on the IPA was like the end of March, and I'm like, okay, so the box comes out in the middle of April. This will probably be in there, so I just won't buy it. And I get the box, and they have the fucking Farm Table Pilsner from like February 1st in it instead of and I'm like, really? Like, seriously? The box came out in April, and you sent me a beer you bottled at the beginning of February? What the fuck?
Well, it's only 2 months. Get over it. Get over it, dog.
I don't like. It's not like a Pilsner is like an IPA where you want to have it fresh or anything. Like I can accept that, but it was just one of those things where you already have a Farm Table Series beer that just came out. Why wouldn't that be in this instead of this? You know?
Well, when did they package everything? That might have something to do with
April
it too.
14th.
Oh, did they? Okay.
They packaged it April 14th. They shipped it out on the 16th.
All right.
This is still the hoppiest cream ale I've ever spent. It bothers me. I know people love this cream ale. I know they love it, but it just. The thing I hate about when craft breweries. Fucking Nicholas. The thing I hate about craft breweries doing these type of styles, like the styles that have always been macro styles for the most part, is they always over hop it and stuff, and then you get all the hop heads that are like, oh my god, that's great. Well, that's if I pick up a cream ale, I don't want to get fucking punched in the mouth with a hop ever.
No, it's not good for the style.
I like their Winter Weiss.
Their Winterweiss is actually really nice, yeah. Muskoka can make some good beer, and I mean, it's not that this is a bad beer. It's just I've hated it ever since I saw it win the cream ale category, and I've hated the judges, the BGCP judges they have that made this win the cream ale category. I hated it even more when it won the pale ale category, and then won best in show because it meant it had the best rankings of all the beers at the show. So you scored this the highest in a category that it isn't.
Muskoka is just basically like a kind of a poor man's Amsterdam. All their regular beers kind of meh, but they do make some good, like one-off or small batch stuff.
And Amsterdam is a poor man's what? Something else, right? Poor man's Great Lakes, and Great Lakes is a poor man's Bellwoods. There you go. End of story.
It's kind of true, actually. Great Lakes is a lot like Bellwoods, but it's just a lot cheaper.
Listen, he just pulls himself out of a goddamn coma to make a comment after like half an hour. God damn it.
Hey man, life.
I actually have a question for Ewert.
No,
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir?
Good, man. You said it was weeks and weeks ago you were talking about a product that was coming out right around Father's Day. An almost 15-year-old something or other.
Yes, the Last Barrels.
Name?
Last Barrels. Weiss's Last Barrels.
Okay.
That'll, yeah,
When's that coming up?
14 or 15 years. They said they're targeting around Father's Day. It'll be, we only made a little bit based on the blend we had.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna look for that. Sending myself a little reminder.
you were also.
What?
Maybe you should bring us a festival sample.
I can't hear you. Speak into the mic.
Speak English.
Can you hear me now?
Is it me or is everybody lagging today?
I'm not lagging.
I'm not like it. I don't think so.
Greg is. No, you're not. Greg is, I think. Oh, there he goes. He must have the internet cafe going at his house.
Yeah, my wife's over there. Oh God, I hope not. That was. Oh, there's the empty cans. Okay. Just putting these cans in the box. Do we have any comments on the YouTubes there, Lisa?
No, we only got like one person watching, and I think that's me right now. So
Are we doing that bad?
we're doing that bad this week, I guess. I guess they all forgot about us.
Well, at the end of May, we're going to go back to Monday for a month.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, you're just gonna be trained back on Wednesdays, and he's gonna be confused again.
Listen, we don't do this for the viewers. Screw all the viewers, especially raining on your parade. That's all I'll say.
I guess Louisiana Beer Reviews is right. We're fucked. We're going down the shit.
You know what? I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
I used to
Show is
always
over,
watch the
guys.
next day anyways.
You know what? The show will never be over.
He'll just be sitting here talking to himself for 5 years.
Yeah. 10 years from now, I'm just going to look like a wizard and I'll be talking to myself. I'll be filtering the brews through my beard.
Average Joe will have died, but you'll still be sitting here on camera going, "So Joe, what do you think of this and that?" And he'll just have a separate channel up with like a weird, really badly drawn facsimile of Joe's Buffalo
saying
icon.
Joe's gonna finally have a channel.
No, he's going to be dead. He's going to be dead.
That's when he's going to have a channel after he dies.
After 10 years, Rhino's going to do a little sock account with a terrible facsimile of Joe's Buffalo Sabres icon here, and he'll just be talking to it.
Who are you?
That'll be the entire
show. Cartoon Buffalo.
So tell me, Joe, am I not the greatest beer tuber ever, and you love me a long time? And then you go, "Yeah, Rhino, I really love you. You're great.
There's no way you're a Peckerwood.
You're awesome. You're not a Peckerwood at all. You're not a dillweed."
Can we
Just
make
be a
it
view of
really
his,
beer?
just be a view of his cryo tube, like Ted Williams' head.
Yeah.
Joe doesn't even retort.
That's because Joe's a piece of shit.
True.
He's not watching. He's run off somewhere. He's a coward and a failure in life, and I don't know. He's a disappointment. He should just probably bug off. Shouldn't even be here. Should be kicked right now. Him and his fucking haircut, his goddamn fancy haircut, and his hairdo. Fucking
He got a
asshole.
haircut.
He got a haircut. Fucking asshole.
I hope there was some fun making.
Yeah, there was. He looks like an asshole. He looks like a bigger asshole than usual.
I was going to say even more so.
He combed his goddamn hair and he's showing it off. He was trying to get some of the ladies to watch, because women don't watch this show, though, because we're all misogynists, so.
Well,
You know.
because of you. That's why they stopped watching.
What are you talking about? I'm not a misogynist. Greg's a bigger misogynist than I am, for fuck's sakes. Don't blame Greg. Don't blame me.
Greg's never told you, but you're his idol.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I guess that confirms it then. Apparently I'm the biggest misogynist on the panel then. Fuck all you women. Get in the kitchen and make me a goddamn sandwich.
I love a sandwich.
So today we have sold 2, 4,
2-4.
2, 4, 8. We've sold 8 e-tickets today.
Nice.
Yep. We need to
Tickets
set
for
up
what, Chad?
for the.
Yeah.
Can't even do his plug because he freezes.
He's so white. He's like the Ice Queen. Frozen. I don't know.
Is everybody frozen now?
I don't know. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm not frozen. Well, duh. I'm not frozen. Everybody's muted. Lee went to go pee. Greg probably went to have a wank. Ewert's got old man problems.
Huh?
Chad froze.
So when are you coming down, Nick?
I'm leaving May 11th. Coming down after work. I'm going to be showing up in the evening. Well, are you going?
Yes, I'm like 95% sure. Barring, like, kid getting sick or something like that. But, yeah, I'll be buying around join this video call when he's back.
That was
Yeah,
fun. That was fun.
so far I've got my brother saying he's going to be into it, so I'm trying to get a few people to, make a trip out of it.
Are you coming down for any of the bottle shares, or are you just going for the fest?
What's the bottle share?
I have bottle shares before and after over at Chad's place.
Maybe.
The night before and the night after.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, let me know about it. I might be into that. Okay.
Well, I know I'll be there. Gil probably most likely be there. Hopefully be there.
He's coming through.
And it's Chad's house.
Yeah, so I'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
whatever
what
you
I'm
guys...
saying was the Albino Rhino Beer Fest. Sorry, I clicked log out of my email because I'm an idiot and it logged me out of everything.
You're still live.
Yeah, that's amazing that I'm still live, even though I logged out of Google.
Awesome.
Yeah, Nick and I were just talking about going to the fest, and Nick was saying he's going down, and I was saying I should be able to go that weekend. So, and I'm trying to get a few people to go. So, just
Nice.
let me know whatever people are doing. We'll look up.
Go down.
You're going, Greg?
I will be, although I don't know if I'm actually going to get there on Friday or not. I may just go Saturday for the actual
Yeah.
fest.
I'm likely that too, just Saturday, but we'll see.
But fear not, Chad. We will be there to support you and to drink your beer and stuff.
And you'll be there instead of at your wedding next year.
Yeah, actually, depending what day you have it, it might be on the date of my wedding.
Yeah, we already discussed that. It's probably going to be on the date of your wedding.
This year have your wedding at the fest.
Yeah.
Hey, go to the Albino
Go to
Rhino Beer
church.
Fest
We
on
used
our
to be a
wedding day.
church.
Can 150 more people come?
I think Chad would be okay with that.
More people will come.
Of course.
Tell her I am an ordained reverend. We can do the marriage there.
So he's an ordained reverend. You can.
Great, we were looking for somebody to marry us.
The Brimstone used to be a church, the
Yeah,
sanctuary.
Brimstone used to be a church.
Okay.
Come on, Greg. You want to get married at a brewery.
It is a
I'd be happy to be the best man. Thanks for asking.
I mean, we'll lose a whole shit ton of money in deposits and stuff if we switch venues, but I think it's pretty worth it.
It's like Joe can be the maid of honor.
Oh,
I came back just for that quip, you piece of trash.
Joe has hair. Where did Joe's hair come from?
You piece of trash! You son of a bitch! I hear it all!
I don't know how to take Joe right now because I've never seen him really without his hat on.
I didn't even know it came off.
Joe looks like he's 16 years old now. He's like a young whippersnapper.
Thank you, Greg. Holy shit, with the echo. Anybody else getting that, or is that just me?
Yeah, that's Nicholas again.
Second.
Nick, stop going down.
Okay.
Echo.
Echo.
No, I applaud Nick. He has this staunch stance against earbuds that he stands to. He's got this priority. He's got this standard that he.
Yeah, but my microphone does pretty well in noise cancellation.
I like the fact that you're trolling with just being ignorant.
It is for you, Nick. It doesn't. No.
Shut up. I didn't ask you.
It's absolutely terrible.
Well, I can't hear you talking right now.
It's like goddamn Joe's haircut. It's absolutely terrible.
Thank you, Lee. Coming from you, I know how much you like it. So thank you.
It's too bad Christy wasn't down here to see your beautiful haircut.
Oh my god.
Joe, I think your haircut's awful. I'm sorry, I think it's wonderful. But it's all
Greg, just a little. I know there's a little bit of jealousy running through your hair right now, so it's okay.
A lot of jealousy running through my hair.
Talking about jealousy, I got my haircut too. Thanks for not noticing, Joe.
No, I totally want to run my hands through your hair, Jamie.
While he draws you a penis picture?
Mm-hmm. We're going to do that at the fest. That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
We'll set up our lone little location.
Did this stop being Beard Deep United in fucking Gay Sex Line, Ontario or something? Like, what the...
Oh, that took it to 10.
Yeah, Lee, there's more openings if you want. I know you want to join. I know you're going to put on this front of, whatever, but come on. Come on.
No, I feel excluded.
I gotta be honest though, if Paul's not gonna be at Chad's Fest this year, which I heard he's not, who's gonna harass the women trying to take a poop?
Joe's dad, probably.
Nah, he can't do it by himself. He needs help.
Yeah, I think Joe's dad needs a partner, and I don't think Joe's quite ready for that job yet.
No.
Well, he's got that new haircut. That haircut screams, "Hey, ladies. Can I come in the bathroom with you, ladies?"
I think we should get Guy in there and see how weird it becomes.
He would be the one. He would be the one.
I can also get new batteries for Mr. T keychain.
Here's the thing. Mr. T keychain hanging out with average pops. Yeah, that might be a lot of fun.
So sit on the couch outside the ladies' bathroom like you did last time and just have the Mr. T keychain going.
I think the brewmaster would have something to offer the ladies as well.
Probably would. He probably would, but unfortunately he's not gonna
Alternating Mr. T and then the brewmaster. Oh, I don't know. I think we're onto a plan here.
Every time she's like an 8 or 9 or a 10, you just have the little beer pouring sound going. Yeah. You know you're rated.
You know you're rated.
That's right, lady. You're hot.
Guys are all losers.
Oh,
And coming from me, that means something.
That's why we're all fucking here, yeah.
So is everyone just meeting Joe at the Black Swan booth?
Yeah. No, you got it wrong, Jamie. It's going to be the mash paddle booth. So we can all sit there and tell them how great their alt beer is.
No, first you meet Joe at the Swiss Chalet, and once he's had his Swiss Chalet, then he. That's how Joe works.
That is accurate.
Joe's pussy.
Gonna carve up.
At this point, I think Mash Paddle should totally name their alt beer after Joe.
I guarantee they don't even know who I am, so I don't know how that works.
I don't know. Just pay attention to Rhino.
Called Joe's Mama's Alternative Lifestyle.
So we're gonna
Alt
do
lifestyle beer.
of the alt beer in front of him, just so we can shit on it, or I can shit on it. Anyway. Right, all their hard work in this little fucking cup that Ewert's gonna smash at some point, right here. I'm gonna tell him how shitty it is.
Fucking Ewert then is fucking punting that cup the second he got in.
I feel like I'm gonna have to do it for Ewert this year. I mean, someone has to, right?
In my honor, please. Thank you.
Especially if you have extras. Make sure. You know what I'll do? I will do it at Mash Paddle's fucking booth. That's what I'm gonna do with the alt beer in the fucking glass. I'll just whip it on the ground and be like, "Oops." Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Joe's gonna actually try the alt beer, and he's gonna just be like, you know what, guys? I'm sorry. This is delicious beer. I'm really sorry.
Even if I like it, I'm gonna lie to him. So.
So how do we know if we can trust your opinion then?
You can never trust my opinion. I don't. Just like we can't trust your palate. It's all the same.
Pretty sure I heard a couple beeps there.
Somebody's playing with a brewmaster.
It sounded like a machine from the future.
It's totally Lee.
Like that before.
He's got this evil smirk on his face, and he's fucking. Look at the focus. Jeez. See? That thing is the worst fucking thing anyone has ever created, but yet the best.
Hey, lady, you're a 9.
Yes, yeah.
So terrible.
Sit
I
on
hear
that
constant
couch.
echo.
Sit on that couch with your dad. You're a tall drinker.
That sounds kind of like, that sort of sounds like somebody's urinating too.
Hey, it's outside a bathroom. It can work.
Now that I don't have batteries yet. Oh, it's back to life.
Oh my god. It sounds like it's possessed.
First name, Mr. Middle name, period. Last name,
Don't have to buy batteries.
First name, Mister.
Hey, did you guys talk about that guy at the LCBO that replaced the vodka bottles with water?
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Jesus.
Good job, Ethan. Way to come to life. Shit, Mr. T's more relevant than your comment right there.
Okay, listen to this one, guys. 2 men out walking their dogs meet on a secret corner. One says to the other, "Boy, it sure is hot today. I'd really like to go into the bar and get a beer, but the sign on the front door says, 'No pets allowed,' and I can't leave Fido alone on the street." The other man replies, "No problem. Just stand by the door and watch me, and you'll be having that beer real soon." The second man reaches into his pocket, puts on a pair of dark sunglasses, and then walks into the bar. The bartender looks up and says, "Hey, buddy, you can't bring that dog in here." The man says, "But I'm blind, and this is my seeing eye dog." The bartender says, "Oh, okay then." The man drinks his beer and leaves. So the first man then puts on dark sunglasses and goes into the bar with his dog. The bartender looks up and says, "Hey, buddy, you can't bring that dog in here." The man says, "But I'm blind, and this is my seeing eye dog." The bartender says, "Oh, really? I've never heard of a Chihuahua seeing eye dog." Thinking quickly, the man blurts out, "Oh, man, you mean they gave me a Chihuahua?"
I was sure there was going to be something about peanut butter in there.
Indeed, my friend.
Offended Nick.
Well, if I offended Nick, then I've done my job tonight.
Well, it's his. I think he's restarting for his echo.
Oh, that's right.
That's terribly offensive. I mean, it's the humor that's more offensive, not the oh, God. Brutal. Brewmaster, you failed me. I never thought I'd say it.
Don't you ever question the brewmaster, you.
But here's the thing: are you placing an order?
What have you done to that?
My dad was placing a fast food order. Anyway, you can't rely on the brewmaster Ewart for jokes.
Yes, you can. That was one of the best jokes I've ever heard. What are you fucking talking about?
Lee is
legit. Goddamn mind.
Do not listen to him.
You are out of your goddamn mind, fucking hair, dude.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Exactly.
I think he's not that brewmaster.
You tell him, Mr. T. Tell Joe to shut the fuck up.
Pardon?
Pretty sure he targeted the brewmaster.
I don't know.
Mr. T and the brewmaster are copacetic. They're in tune together.
Is Rhino getting attacked by a raccoon?
No, I'm not getting attacked by a raccoon.
No, he's just confused because he's got a broom there. First time ever he's going to use a broom to sweep something.
It's the bristle part goes to the floor. You get it.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to fix the broom, okay?
With tape?
I think it's his wife.
What was she doing where it broke? Was she really getting into it?
I don't know what she was doing when it broke.
How do you break a broom? What the fuck?
Do you have a bruise like not here or here, but right about here?
I don't know how you break a broom.
She knows you sweep the dirt, you don't fucking beat at it.
Just disciplining the children.
You do know you're supposed to sweep the dirt, not beat it, right?
It's perplexing to me. It's very weird. It's very strange. Very strange. I don't understand. It's confusing to me. You sweep the dirt. You don't beat it with the broom whacking. It's terrible.
Need a couple ribs in there for support there. Tape some ribs in there.
I don't have any ribs to tape in there.
Not ribs. Ribs.
Ribbed for the dirt's pleasure.
Get a bunch of licorice.
I don't have any licorice.
Gotta stop buying those macro brooms.
I know, it's the problem that I bought a macro broom. And I'm using painter's tape because that's all I have.
That broom came free with a 6-pack of Sleeman 2.0.
And maybe time just to send that broom to a better life and just buy a new one at Walmart or something.
Mm-hmm.
We will, but
the job's not done yet, Greg. Okay.
He's invested a lot of tape in that broom.
Done.
So
10 o'clock at night, the sweeping needs to be done. I hope you're not using that frog tape. That shit's worth more than the broom is.
No, it's not frog tape. It's like dollar store painting tape.
we're watching some curling cheating in action right now.
Yes. This is our curling broom, and I am making it way more, so it sleeps better.
Chad's gonna fucking look at the computer in about 5 minutes and go, "Where'd all the viewers go?" Well, for the last 5 minutes, you're fucking taping a broom. I'm pretty sure no one wants to watch.
We actually have more than we had for pretty much the entire show. We actually have 4 right now instead of 1.
It's true. I saw that earlier.
So
tell us another brewmaster joke.
Oh, okay.
Please don't. That was a bad idea.
You just shut up.
It takes 3 minutes to read it because you have to constantly scroll.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Broom who?
Hilda.
Broom master. Okay.
Do you have to type in DOS in that thing?
I don't think this thing can run DOS. It's just too advanced for DOS.
C+.
Do you guys know what years those are actually produced? Because
2032.
oh, that's right, it's from the future.
From the future.
Yet it didn't have Blue Moon in there. I like it
Yeah.
because it's
Okay,
all
so
gone.
here's
Blue Moon's
one.
gone.
This is
Blue Moon
is-
doesn't exist in the future.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It'd be
one
called
guy
Belgian.
says, "Shay, pal, what's the breathalyzer?" asked one drunk to his friend at the next bar stool.
Pardon?
Well, I'd have to say that it's a bag that tells you when you're drunk. Way too much, answered the equally wasted buddy. Well, what do you know? I've been married to one of those for years and didn't know it.
I could see that coming a mile away. Ah,
Hey, you all asked for it.
Oh, it's
I did.
another Papa Lee.
You all asked
I
for
didn't
it.
fucking ask for it.
Shut the fuck up, Nick. You asked for it and you like it.
Bye. I love you.
That's what
Oh, I
your
love
mom
you.
said to me last night.
Okay, here's a good one. Two vampires walked into a bar and called for the bartender. I'll have a glass of blood, said one. And I'll have a glass of plasma, said the other. Okay, replied the bartender. That'll be one blood and one blood light.
Ah.
Oh, I have a much better vampires in a bar joke.
No, you don't. It's
Yes,
terrible.
I do.
No, it's impossible.
Got it all lined up.
Okay, well, say it. It's going to fail, but say it anyway.
All right. 3 vampires walk into a bar. I'm going to make it quick so I don't bore you guys. 3 vampires walk into a bar. First vampire orders a
Already
big
bored me.
cup of blood. Second vampire orders a shot of small blood. Third vampire just orders a cup of hot water.
Jesus Christ.
What? Don't judge me, old man. Keep your balls on the ground. Third vampire orders a cup of hot water, and the bartender's like, "What the fuck? You gotta order blood here." And third vampire pulls out her bloody tampon and says, "I'm having tea."
Oh my lord.
It's very offensive to vampires.
It's very offensive to everybody.
No, I don't want to offend them.
How the fuck did she break a broom?
Because, I don't know, she's a
An
woman.
aluminum broom.
Maybe you're not satisfying her.
Oh, Jesus.
If it
That-
went all the way down to that point on the broomstick, there's nobody in the world that can satisfy her.
That's disturbing as fuck. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Let's
still
not
think they
speculate.
can't pull it off.
Hey, how many brewmasters do you still have, Ewart?
I have all of them.
Okay,
Except for
this joke makes no sense to me. This one actually doesn't jive. It says a termite walks into a bar and asks, "Is the bartender here?"
Because he shouldn't
That's
care.
a joke. That's a joke.
But he shouldn't care if the bartender's there. He's there to eat the bar, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a stretch. You're right.
Okay, here's one. A grizzly bear walks into a bar and says, "Give me a beer." The bartender says, "Why the big pause?"
Oh!
No, yeah.
I love jokes that are puns. Those are the best punchlines right there.
Okay, here's one that's highly implausible, but a ham sandwich goes into a bar.
That's not.
The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve food." Whackity schmackity doo.
You know, this
I've seen more ribs at Tony Roma's. Wackity, sparkity, growl. Little Patton Oswalt tribute there.
Okay, they got the goddamn same joke here, but they added a little bit extra text to it, for fuck's sake. A ham sandwich walks into a bar and begins to order. The bartender stops him and says, "We don't serve ham sandwiches here." The sandwich says, "That's okay, I just want a beer."
Oh.
Whackity schmackity doo.
That's an entirely different joke. What are you talking about?
No, it's pretty much the same joke.
I have a
What
picture.
kind of bar do fish go to? A steak bar?
Dad, did you say nude fish?
No, we didn't say anything about their clothing.
But you'd probably get turned on by a nude fish.
I refuse to answer that question on the grounds of racism.
Okay, let's get into some misogyny here, guys. Let's get really misogynistic.
Oh yeah, Chad's totally into that.
Yeah, why is a beer better than a woman? You don't have to wine and dine a beer. Your beer will always wait patiently for you in the car. Beer is never late. Hangovers eventually go away. When you go to a bar, you always know you can always pick up a beer. Beer never has a headache. Beer won't get upset if you come home with beer on your breath. Beer doesn't demand equality. Beer looks the same in the morning. Beer doesn't look up to you in a month. Beer doesn't have a mother. Beer doesn't have morals. Beer always listens and never argues. Beer labels don't go out of style. Every year, beer doesn't whine. It bubbles. Beer doesn't have cold hands or feet. Beer doesn't demand legality. Beer is never overweight. If you change beers, you don't have to pay alimony. Beer won't run off with your credit cards. Beer doesn't have a lawyer. Beer doesn't need even more closet space. Beer doesn't complain about the way you drive. Beer never changes its mind. Beer doesn't tease you or play hard to get. Beer never asks you to change the station. Beer doesn't make you go shopping. Beer doesn't tell you to mow the grass. Beer will never make you go to a Swedish movie. Beer is always easy to pick up. Beer doesn't pout or play games. Beer never says no. Beer never complains when you take it somewhere. Beer doesn't need to go to the powder room with other beers. Beer doesn't complain about insensitivity. Beer doesn't live with its mother. Beer doesn't care if you have no culture or manners. Beer doesn't mind football season. A beer won't make you go to church. A beer is more likely to know how to spell carburetor than a woman. Beer doesn't beer doesn't think baseball is stupid simply because the guy spit. A beer doesn't think dos is pronounced dos. A beer will not insist that those obvious Michelin commercials with the babies are cute. Okay, whatever. A beer will not call you a sexist pig. A beer will never make you see its parents. A beer won't whine that seatbelts hurt. A beer won't smoke in your car. A beer never drags you to the opera. A beer is always ready to leave on time. A beer never fishes for compliments.
I would argue that beer does have a lot of lawyers.
I would say that the best thing about beer is that you're always guaranteed head.
I guess you didn't watch me pour that sweet water squeeze.
Yeah, that's actually not true.
Well, geez, you've just ruined my day.
This will cheer up your day there, Greg. May 7th is World Naked Gardening Day.
World Naked Gurgling Day?
Gardening Day.
Gardening Day, okay.
Oh yeah, I want to see my neighbors gardening in the nude.
Well, I used to have this, well, I'm not going to say hoppish, it's sort of like a milfy neighbor, but she kept in good shape, and she always used to do her gardening in bikinis. And there's a lot of old people in our building, or sorry, not in our building, but our neighborhood, because there's an old people building right behind our house. And all the old guys would just come by and watch her go gardening. It was a bunch of horny old guys.
Hey, that's all they got.
Gotta do something if you can't afford Viagra.
And Katie Seagal gardening in her bikini.
I mean, I was like 14 or 15, so at that time I was just like, no, I can't let anyone know that I'm horny, even though that's all I am right now.
I would cite Julianne Moore gardening in her bikini.
Oh yeah, fire crotch.
Wow.
Exactly. Just by the way, a little bit of news here for you guys. This is really up-to-date news, by the way. Yesterday, scientists revealed that beer contains small traces of female hormones. To prove their theory, the scientists fed 100 men to 12 pints of beer and observed that 100% of them gained weight, talked excessively without making sense, became emotional, and couldn't drive. No further testing is planned.
Oh, fuck.
Whackity schmackity doo. Okay, Beer Master, you've had enough, I think.
So enough to drink.
I don't want to use
We're
all the
already,
jokes
we're
up.
already probably on like 15 fucking feminazi lists where we're going to be attacked, but that's great.
Well, you were anyway.
Yeah.
Remember, you're Greg's inspiration.
That's right. That's true.
Sorry to interrupt. I gotta go, guys. It's late.
Sorry to interrupt. Remember to take your hot tea before bed.
No, I don't drink hot, dirty water.
Hurt your mouth.
Excuse me.
Well, have a warmed up fucking Perrier before you go to bed.
Warm Perrier with lemon.
All right. Good night.
Good night,
George.
All right. See you. Bye.
See it.
You fart.
No, I burped again.
Happened to Gee.
He's probably working, or I don't know.
He's
Him and
probably
fucking-
just being French.
Him and Don with their fucking let's upload 43 videos in a single fucking day. Unbelievable. Don't they know about like timed releases? Like you can, just set it to release. I mean, what the fuck are they doing?
What are you talking about? You don't even have a channel. You don't know what the fuck you're saying.
I that's the sad thing about it. I don't think honestly probably Don knows, but I know Guy does.
Now you're out of your mind.
Lee,
Your
I might be
goddamn
out of
little
my
mind.
Lee, I'm out of my mind, but not about this.
Start your channel. Then you can start talking. Until you actually get some videos up on your channel,
Oh,
shut
baby.
the fuck up.
You know,
Can't
this
talk.
this sounds a lot like when somebody gets jealous that you're chirping their hockey team, and they're like, "You're not in the playoffs. You can't chirp."
Yeah,
I
that's
can
all.
fucking chirp as much as I fucking want, bitch.
I don't like hockey, so you shut your fucking face.
What a terrible Canadian.
Chirpy chirp 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 chirp.
You keep chirping there, fucking chirp.
Chirp face.
Yeah, chirp
Listen,
face.
Chirpy McChirperson.
Chirp head.
Chirpette.
Chirpistan.
I'm trying to educate Joe here because he's not a YouTuber. He's just a pretend YouTuber, has a channel but doesn't put anything on it.
I thought you were retired, son.
You need to start putting stuff on. Just
Not
'cause
retired, son.
Just because I'm retired doesn't mean I can't fucking school you on how to do it right.
Nah, well, you.
Hey,
were wrong
anybody
the
eat
whole time.
Popeyes?
Face.
That's a random question.
We don't
Hey.
get Popeyes here.
You don't get Popeyes?
Yes, I have consumed Popeyes.
Do you enjoy Popeyes?
It's okay,
I think it's better than KFC at least.
maybe.
Do you actually have a Popeyes in Niagara, or is you go?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I went to Popeyes today and had a spicy chicken sandwich, and I'm like, oh, this is the first fast food spicy chicken sandwich I've ever had that's actually spicy.
I have to go there.
They have pretty good deals when there's stuff. They have usually like the $5 boxes and all that stuff here, and those are okay. I went to Popeyes like twice, ever. So.
Yeah, I think I've only been to Popeyes 3 or 4 times in my life, but I mean, I enjoy it, especially compared to KFC and shit like that.
I actually like KFC a little bit more than Popeyes.
What is this? I mean, they're fucking fast food chicken places.
Well, the
Well,
thing is, Popeyes is a little spicier than KFC, so I can see why Chad would probably like it more. See, like
Here's the thing. Greg likes to drink 3 liters of grease every time he eats a fucking piece of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he likes KFC better.
They're pretty much the same. I think it would be very difficult to tell much of a difference if you were just blindly taste them both.
Oh, well, I'll fully admit I'm totally ignorant of what Popeyes is like. I'm just trying to make fun of Greg.
It's basically KFC.
Everyone likes to
It's KFC, but with better spices in its batter.
Is it? So it's just as fucking greasy and disgusting. It's just.
I wouldn't say it's as greasy. I would say compare Popeyes to almost like the crispy KFC chicken that you can get, like the crispy recipe.
Well, the thing is, KFC's like not super consistent because it depends what high school kid is doing your KFC for you. Like sometimes they'll make it crispy for you, other times they'll make it really greasy. Like,
that is true. It's just like Dairy Queen. There actually is a lot of, and A&W as well. There's a lot of diversity between the different restaurants. Depending what location you go to, there is definitely a change.
Oh, A&W has a new habanero chicken sandwich out that I want to try.
It's funny you say that though, Lee, but that also holds true for like local pizza joints. Like they'll have different people, making the pizzas.
But local pizza joints generally they have even when there is variation, generally the quality is way better than anything you get from a commercial pizza joint.
Well, no, I'm saying like just the difference. Like maybe someone doesn't make the pizza as good as the guy that does it on Wednesdays and Fridays. It's like you can tell when somebody doesn't know what they're doing.
Even with chain brand places, like I mean, pizza, it's pretty shitty pizza, but occasionally you'll get one that's actually a little bit better because, for whatever reason, that chain or that guy who made it has made it a little bit better. But
yeah.
Are you serious? It's a macro pizza. I'm pretty sure consistency is 100% accurate every single time.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you would consider like local mom and pop pizza joints basically micro pizza joints, you're going to get variation between batches. I mean, that's the same goddamn.
Yeah. No, you are.
Well, I mean, what would be okay? What is your favorite macro pizza joint?
Domino's.
Honestly, I don't eat macro pizza anymore.
Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's.
Like Domino's is of the big ones. Although I don't know if this I guess is a little smaller, but still a big place. Is Pizza Yolo, except they charge freaking like $40 for a pizza, but it's really good.
I'd say Pizza Delight, but the Pizza Delight we have here is like a full-fledged fucking restaurant with like all kinds of different dishes and stuff. So
I didn't know Pizza Delight still existed. I don't think I've seen one of those in Ontario in like 20 years.
Oh, really?
I like getting Domino's. I like getting the Brooklyn pizza.
The Brooklyn pizza is freaking awesome, except for the fact that it's thin crust and that I can eat the whole thing myself and I'm still hungry.
Oh, there's also Little Caesars. Little Caesars is good if you're on a budget. Just go in, buy
one. Little Caesars is like in the States the best $5 pizza you're gonna buy because it's the only $5 pizza you can buy. Like that's not like fucking go get a frozen pizza from a grocery store. So I mean it's edible.
Yeah.
You
know I mean it's not.
I'm impressed with current frozen pizza store technology because sometimes some of these pizzas you get at the grocery store are actually not half.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, DiGiorno's not bad at all. I actually like DiGiorno when they're on sale. I'll buy them occasionally. You know why? Because
those than freaking pizza.
Yeah, I like the Chicago deep dish from PC.
I'll have to try that one. Never tried it.
Thing is, surprisingly, there's where I live in Tonawanda, there's no Domino's within like 8 to 10 miles. There's no Pizza Hut 8 to 10 miles. The closest thing is Little Caesars. We don't have a Papa John's, but there's about fucking 20 local little pizzerias, and they're all 100 times better than the places. So I don't really.
We have a lot of places too, but a lot of them aren't all that good. Gamblers across the street's pretty good. Chicago's was really good when they were still open. He ended up closing. Yeah, we have Hubert's up the street. Then we have there's one that's like a chain. It's not a chain, like it's a mom and pop place, but he has like 25 shops in the Niagara region, and he's pretty macro-ish in his pizzas. I can't remember the name of it though.
There's two places here that I typically go. One called Good Guys, which is about 3 minutes up the road, and their pizza's like ridiculous. Like it's like super thick. It's not like deep dish, but it's just like just tons of ingredients, like double the cheese, double the pepperoni, everything, but for just the same price you get anywhere else. And then there's another place for New York style called Joe's, right? And you walk in and there's a dude, he's like straight from, like, he is not from the area. He is straight off the boat. He can barely speak English. When you try to tell him what you want, he gets confused, but their shit is always fantastic. So it's like, that's what I want. Like,
well, that was the thing. There was a place by my parents' house. I don't think it exists anymore, but it was called Lucas Pizza, and it was just run by like this old Asian dude, and it was freaking awesome. Like, it tasted amazing.
That's.
There was actually a Joe's Pizza in Ottawa when I lived in Ottawa, and it was amazing pizza too. It still had the dough ball in the middle that they used to soak up all the grease.
Mm-hmm.
And then like that place was awesome. I used to love there. And down here, my favorite pizza place down here is in St. Catharines. It's called Fabio's. But we don't go to St. Catharines ever anymore, so we don't get it. But here it's probably Gamblers, but mostly because Gamblers is right across the street.
I do go to St. Catharines a lot.
Yeah, Fabio's. It's on Queenston, I believe. So it's in like Meth Addictville, but it's the best pizza place in the city.
Not pretty much all St. Catharines is meth.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
When I went up to Hamilton last month to meet up with Greg and Aaron, and that there's a place that I was checking out called Chicago something Shack, and really good reviews everywhere on Facebook and Yelp and stuff, and it looked like authentic Chicago style pizza. And I was curious because it's tough to get authentic Chicago style pizza anywhere outside of Chicago. Like, usually when they're like, "Oh, here's Chicago style pizza," it's just not. It's like totally not. Like they try, but they can't do it. So
yeah,
the reason to check that place.
The reason I'm sad my buddy's place closed down, Chicago's, which was a Chicago style pizza, is because they actually had donairs that were the exact same as getting them out east.
I've never had a donair, but you guys have talked about it.
Where I live, where there's a burger place right around where I live. It's called Woody's, and everyone was saying it's the greatest burger place ever. Oh, best place in Toronto. Blah blah blah. So I go there. I order a burger. And then I ordered a pulled pork sandwich because I wanted to get their variety. And they both were fucking shit. And I'm like, how is this place so highly rated? I don't understand.
That's why you can only base the ratings on what people say. You got to try it for yourself. It's just like anything else in life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always a good look. I mean, that's why when people hate on like Beer Advocate and rate beer reviews when it comes to beers and on tap and stuff, it's like, no, I still use it as a resource because it's not a bad resource. It's just don't go into something like, oh my God, Beer Advocate rated it 100, therefore when the beer is not the best beer you've ever had, you start shitting on it. No, because that's just a general consensus. You could be in the minority, you could be in the majority, you could be somewhere in between. Until you try it, that's all that matters, and people don't seem to put two and two together. So when they see ratings for any other thing like pizza places, this or that, and it's just not that great, and they go fucking type in a review and they're all pissed off. It doesn't the hype, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, stop.
You know what? Like if I see you, Joe, on Untapped, and I see you give a beer a 9 out of 10.
You mean a 4.5 out of 5?
Yeah, 4.5 out of 5. I'm gonna expect, you know what? If you really like it, maybe I won't like it as much as you. But I'll still probably give it at least like a 3.5, 3.75, somewhere in that range. I don't expect that you're going to give a beer a 9 and I'm going to give it like a 2. You know, like I kind of think it'll be in the range. And so it kind of surprises me when everyone really likes something. And then it's like, well, this really isn't even
Well, you got to remember, right? Everybody really likes Bud. Do you like Bud?
Well, I mean...
Everybody really likes McDonald's. Do you like McDonald's?
And that's the thing, and it's like that's the average Joe will give you those ratings like that, just the average person. And same thing with all the Yelps and stuff. It's just a normal person going in there giving their experience or on Facebook or whatever. So you can't put too much stock in any of that stuff, really.
Average Joe, you can't take much stock in average Joe.
No, not at all.
I will argue for McDonald's. When I am drunk at 3 in the morning, it is the only thing that is open and within walking distance of me. So McDonald's can be pretty damn good.
I would rather A&W. I would rather...
Is it open 24 hours?
Yes. I would rather Timmy's. Hell, there's a country style here, and it's ran by this Asian family. They do wonton soup, and I would rather go in and pay $5 for a giant bowl of wonton soup.
Okay, well that's not around me. Tim Hortons is fucking shit. Their food is crap, and I don't drink coffee. And A&W is pretty good, but I don't have one anywhere near me. So.
The only problem with A&W is the price. When I go to A&W, it has to be with a coupon.
Like if I'm gonna go for the macro fast food place, I love me some Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's is that's my preferred. If you're talking about the burger places, but I do like A&W's. I went there a couple times, going up there reviewing Shed on the way home because it was one of the few places open, so I'd stop and get something, and it's really good for.
If we're not talking
food.
burgers, I kind of like Arby's, like just those.
Arby's is so fucking expensive though for just the fast food. Like you go in there and you totally this is America price. You go in there and you're like, you walk out, it's like $12 for a fucking meal American. And I'm like, huh? What just happened? I got like a.
Yeah, you guys are more expensive than us up here then.
You get it.
Arby's before.
If you were to get, honestly, at Arby's, if you were to get in the States, like a fucking combo meal of like one of their, say specialty sandwich. I'm not talking about like just a regular roast beef or whatever. Get a specialty sandwich, a side, and a drink. It's like $12. Like,
yeah, see, that's like getting the teen burger meal at A&W without a coupon.
Yeah, it's all about coupons at Arby's. And it's funny because they used to have the 5 for $5.95, and now it's like 5 for $8.95. It's like, whoa, that went up.
Oh, it's 5 for $5 here.
Grand Slam.
Oh, really? Well, not anymore. It's like 5 for $8.95 now.
Yeah, that's weird because usually the American fast food is cheaper than the Canadian. But yeah, apparently with Arby's it's the opposite. Arby's is cheaper up here.
Like I love beef and cheddars. Used to be able to get like 2 for $3. Now they're like 2 for $5 or 2 for $6. I'm like, are you serious? It's a fucking regular roast beef with an onion bun. Like, what are you doing? It's not. I want to choke them. I'm good. Just fast food.
Give them a good choke.
I like the curly fries, loaded curly fries. Oh, loaded curly fries.
Joe, have you ever had Five Guys? Do you have Five Guys in Buffalo?
Oh yeah, I've had it plenty of times.
It's pretty damn good. It's not quite fast food, but it's kind of like.
It's fast casual. It's fast casual. Fast casual.
I'm telling Chad, he's got to try that. If he ever gets around to trying one near Toronto, they're really good.
Yeah, Five Guys is good. I mean, again, it's going to be pricey, but again, you're talking it's in between fast food and like
I'm gonna have to take Nick and Guy to Frijoles when they're here. Go get a nice burrito.
Don't let Nick anywhere near any of those sauces because I'm pretty sure your bathroom will.
Well, as long as it's cleanly prepared and like a 7-Eleven fucking burrito taquito.
I feel like I was like the little devil on your shoulder because when we went, we were in there and I'm like taquito. I stayed away from because I knew better. I was like, nope.
I absolutely did not need any help deciding that I wanted taquitos that night because I used to live in Calgary and I used to love going to 7-Eleven and getting taquitos. So it was like, holy shit, Throwback Thursday,
I have a feeling
Throwback
if you
Friday.
take either there, one of them is going to shit in your sink downstairs.
I'd imagine so. Yeah. I was just happy the all dressed chips. I got the big bag of all dressed, and I'm like, these are mine. And they're eating them all, and I didn't eat them all. I shared them, but
it's like, oh my god, this little American has walked into the land of Oz. All of a sudden, it's yellow
the
brick
Kinder
road.
eggs too. I'm like, oh, Kinder eggs and Ruffles all dressed.
Oh my god, it's a lollipop guild. They've
It was
opened my eyes.
A bag of all dressed chips.
I almost got as excited as he did for all dressed
Flavors
chips.
down there. You mean there's flavors up here you don't get?
I almost got as excited as he did for all dressed chips when I walked into a gas station in the U.S. in Buffalo and I saw Tahiti Treat and I was like, oh my god, Tahiti Treat!
Yeah. It's weird though, just those little things that we both have that are different. It's like you see.
I broke my no pop rule when I walked in and saw a 3-liter bottle of Tahiti Treat.
Shit, you don't even see 3-liter bottles in general anymore here.
Hey guys, what do you think? Left or right?
Left.
Right.
Left. I don't even know what you're holding. I'm just saying left.
That's the thing. We don't know.
You're left.
You're left.
You're left.
Yes.
My left. Yeah. Okay. Damn it. I was looking forward to right. Anyway, we got maple cream from Pickery.
Oh boy, the one I forgot.
What was the one in your what was the one in your right hand, just for knowledge?
Dusty Boots Hard Root Beer.
Oh baby, that Dusty Booth? Is that Dusty Booth Hard Root Beer, baby? Oh, it cut a promo on somebody, baby, during that review.
Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a posting on the Albino Rhino beer review site. A guy found Boxer Hard Root Beer.
Well, yeah,
Gross.
it's like the Bafa Hab root beer, baby. It's not good as Duster root beer, baby. Put that.
Well, he also did find the Dusty Boots hard root beer.
Well, he better have, baby, because it's the only root beer you gotta drink, baby. Put that stuff in there, daddy. Boof. Buster Duster root beer, baby. Put it in. It's American Dream right in your liquids. Put it on your throat.
Dr. Rose knows something about hard times. I mean, hard root beer, baby.
Hard root beer times, baby. That's right. That's right. Boulder Woods, baby. Boulder Woods drinks a root beer, baby. It's a little cold-blooded sausage maker, baby.
Yeah,
Drinks a
I'm
root
probably
beer.
bringing that Dusty Boots up to Ontario then.
Oh, baby, Dr. Booth, you got everyone have to do a Dr. Rose impersonation, baby. Even if you can't do it, it doesn't matter.
I mean, without you, baby.
Don't matter, baby.
You just get in there, get a little bit of that lift, baby. You can't see the S's, baby. That's all.
As I tell you, Ric Flair, you don't drink the root beer I drink.
Yeah, you just randomly spaz out and start calling out random wrestlers for them 70s and the 80s, baby.
That's right. That's right. Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard, you piece of garbage, Tully Blanchard.
Oh, man. Ricky Steamboat, oh wait, Ricky Steamboat, you are a baby face. I love you, Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, I love the Ricky Steamboat, baby. You chopped a Ric Flair right in the chest, baby. It's good stuff. Beer Zirkiadian says, I cannot believe it's not butter. Joe is looking very sharp today. Basement beer is wicked good at the still pose. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you, Beer Zerker, for the compliment. And
You're looking very dapper.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know what it means coming from you.
Oh my God. Greg turned his light on and he didn't turn off his microphone.
Oh man.
Stop getting drunk on the internet with your dumb friends. I can't. I'm addicted.
We're gonna see some domestic abuse here, but not the way you think.
I don't know. You're on camera and you're unmuted, so just FYI.
Shut your mouth.
Do not hit me. You're on camera.
Yeah, don't embarrass me in front of my
Oh,
friends.
he's gonna mute. He's gonna mute.
The
He's gonna
mute.
mute.
Oh, the camera's moving.
Angus,
Oh,
they
God.
totally can hear you. They totally can hear.
It was just naked.
Who was?
Somebody? Can't tell
She
you.
just walked by and I saw a green shirt on, you lying second.
That's what her breasts look like.
Her breasts are green?
You're marrying a Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, what the fuck? Was she in that?
I don't like it.
Can you ask her where she found the green ooze? Oh.
Secret of the ooze, baby.
I feel like I'm being molested.
I've never seen the light on there. I always thought you were sitting in a stairwell.
No, we've got light in here. We just pay for our own power, so I'm really cheap.
He's hiding in the stairwell, baby. He's scared.
I only urinate in the stairwell. I don't
Oh,
podcast.
we're back to his stairwell.
He's at the stairwell. He's hiding there. He's scared. Aunt Anderson's gonna come give him a spine buster, baby.
I gotta go pee.
Yeah, I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get ya! Speaking of the boogeyman, that has to be like the oldest dude that ever broke into wrestling. Wasn't he already like 40 when they gave him that gimmick?
He was like mid-40s when he started, or something like that. Yeah.
The worst gimmick, like one of the worst gimmicks of all time, too. It's so, like, we want you for this gimmick. It's like, wow.
Well, he lied about his age.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he lied. He said he was like 30-something when he got into it, and then they found out he was like in his 40s.
See, I can believe it because he didn't look like he was in his 40s. I would say mid to late 30s.
But like Batista got into wrestling in his mid to late 30s. DDP got into wrestling he was doing managing and stuff, and he actually tried to train to be a wrestler early on in like his 20s or something, but he quit it. Then he got back into it in like his mid 30s or whatever.
Yeah, I knew about DDP and Batista. Yeah, but the thing about DDP was, he was in the business since like the late '80s. You know, doing the whole what was his gimmick? He was the manager for Scott Hall, right? Diamond Stud.
What he did first, he trained to be a wrestler, and it didn't work out for him, so he quit. And then he basically ran a bar for like several years, and this was a bar that all these like WCW wrestlers were coming into. And he became friends with Jake the Snake,
and was like comping his drinks and stuff. It was like, fuck, Jake the Snake's in my bar. I'm gonna give him free drinks all the time.
So that
And then
must have made
Jake
him
the
go
Snake-
bankrupt.
Yeah, and then Jake the Snake took him under his wing and got him to WCW, and he was also friends with Eric Bischoff, of course, so that helped him get into it. And then he was a manager for a while, and then he basically just went to the power plant and busted his ass to the point where he's like, I want to be a fucking wrestler, give me a chance, and they put him on TV, and he just basically worked his way up to where he was in wrestling.
Papa Shango.
Papa Shango. I love Papa Shango.
Sorry, you mean what you call it? What is his name?
The Godfather.
The Godfather. Yeah, I'm like, you see that this is what I hate about the WWE Hall of Fame. Aside from the fact that it's not a true Hall of Fame, but if you want to try to legitimize it, you don't put fucking people in as the characters. You put them in as the individuals, especially if they have like 3 or 4 gimmicks. He had a couple. 3 different gimmicks, and at least 3, and they put him as the Godfather. So let's just put him in under his real name and fucking, just celebrate all of his gimmicks and just what he's done in the business. Like,
Yeah, you
doesn't
put
make
in a picture of him in each of his gimmicks and stuff.
Yeah, they put Scott Hall in as fucking Razor Ramon. It's like, dude,
Yeah, it's
he
just
was
dumb.
he was just as over as Scott Hall as he was.
Yeah, and you're not fooling anyone. Everyone in the audience are people who are smart to it anyway, who know all the gimmicks and stuff. They just want to see the people and celebrate them being there. So it's like, yes, acknowledge every fucking thing they've done in the business. Don't fucking try to pretend they're this character or that
Link
character.
the Clown.
Yeah, exactly. I always thought it was dumb. It's like, dude, it's just it'd be like having like a Hollywood Hall of Fame and you're putting people in as characters from
Terminator.
movies. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, we're
Well,
gonna put
you
Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. It's like,
Yeah, well, you couldn't do Doink the Clown because the original guy did Doink the Clown's dead. It's Matt Bourne. He's dead. But also it was Steve Lombardi, who was the Brooklyn Brawler. He did Doink the Clown for a while. Chris Jericho did Doink the Clown for like one night.
one night.
Repo Man.
Oh yeah, well that's Barry Darso, who was in Demolition as well.
Wasn't he Doink the Clown for a bit as well?
No, Barry Darso didn't do Doink the Clown, as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that with Barry? What's that name?
Quick question, left or right again?
What are you
Barry
fucking
Darso.
doing? Right?
Maple cream was sour.
Oh, already? Jesus Christ! Right?
Right.
Right?
Left.
Right? Right?
Left. Right?
You're right. You're right.
Okay.
Who is
Rudolph-
that? Who is Papa Shango? I remember him. He made Ultimate Warrior throw up all over the place.
Yeah, that was the guy who became the Godfather eventually.
Yeah, Charles
Oh,
Wright, I
right.
think his name was. Right?
Yeah. And he was also what the fuck was his name?
Mustafa in the not Mustafa. What the hell was he in the Nation of Domination? What the
Yeah,
hell was it?
I know his moniker was the Fighting Machine or something like that, but
It wasn't
like-
D'Lo Brown.
No, D'Lo Brown's little handshake's one of the coolest things ever, by the way.
Dale Brown's awesome. It's unfortunate that he fucked up that move and like broke Draws' back and paralyzed him. That kind of
'cause
ended his career.
It's just a freak accident too, but that's that's a dangerous when it comes to you never know, man. You trip, you fall, you have someone in a position like that, things like that
Yeah.
happen.
And then there
Nobody's
was
fault,
that.
it's just part of it.
Then there was that dude in. I think it was WCW. I don't know if he ever made it anywhere else. So it was Abdullah the Butcher, and I think he was being sued because he gave a bunch of people AIDS or something.
Hepatitis.
One of my
Abdul
buddies
the
is one of the
Butcher.
guys.
And
'Cause
Abdul the
he used to
Butcher.
used to cut people or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by
With
the
forks?
time he got to WCW, he had already been like an established world star in like tons of organizations. So that was actually the tail end of his career by that point when he got to WCW.
One of my buddies is actually one of the guys he gave hepatitis to. He was supposed to get into the WWF and then WWE, and he got denied because he had hep.
Was that the same dude that ended up taking all these experimental drugs and have it clean and still places wouldn't? Because there was a whole.
His real name was Devin Nicholson. His
that's
stage
him.
name. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's the
Yeah.
guy.
That's it.
Abdullah the Butcher
actually
is his actual
I
name.
trained Devin Nicholson in amateur wrestling.
Yeah, no, it's not Abdul the Butcher. I don't know what his real name is, but he does have like a fucking steak and rib place or something.
Supposed to be good too.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty
He's a
good.
big fat dude. Of course, he's gonna be good.
Yeah, and he's in his 70s and he's still alive.
Yeah. Well, that's He'd be eating those chicken and ribs probably
And
not much
he
longer.
He completely and utterly refuses to do blood tests because he doesn't want to actually lose the lawsuit about the hepatitis.
Yeah.
Can we all acknowledge? I'm sure you guys probably talked about this half hour ago while I was gone, but can we all acknowledge the fact that I talked about China porn last week and then she died the next day?
Yes,
it's
actually,
your fault.
she.
It's your fault.
That was probably, and I don't say this to be me, but one of the least surprising deaths of this year. Because she's been getting better and stuff, but it's like I think she was already like, I don't want to say a lost cause, but kind of so, like over the last 5 to 10 years. She's been blackballed from WWE, and that really fucked her up, and all kinds of shit going on. So it doesn't surprise me. But I read something today that said that I guess her manager said it was an accidental overdose.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, just like regular kind of prescription drugs or something like that, right?
She didn't know the dosage. She's been on a couple different ones, one for sleeping, one for anxiety, and I guess she'd been taking or whatever, but she didn't know the proper dosage. He's like, you're not going to find like 60 pills in her stomach or, like a super concentrate of any specific drug in her blood because it was more accidental than anything else. And I'm like, well, that makes sense because
I will celebrate her life by watching one of her anal scenes tonight.
No, don't do it. Don't do it because those are bad.
I'm going to do it. I don't know. There's something. No, she's not attractive, but there's just something very hot about her.
Dude, her clitoris is a small penis.
Only in their first movie. In the other ones, when she stopped taking the roids, her clitoris became a lot more normal.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for that one.
You've done a lot of research here.
Oh, I've done a lot of research, but her butt seems a little rough. Like it seems like there's been a lot going in and out of that thing.
I don't. Nope.
Nope.
I like your answer there. Just nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Just nope.
Right there.
Speaking of butts, I'll be right back.
Okay. Are you gonna go pee out of it? I don't understand what's happening.
Your butt.
I can't believe we're still live at this point.
Do we even have viewers?
We have 2 apparently, so one is me and one is someone else.
One is me and one is me. So there you go.
Oh well, there you go.
Oh wow, there's 6 thumbs down from somebody.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Must be 6 thumbs down. Must be Dr. Dave and the spam bots or something.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
5 thumbs up and 6 thumbs down. I'm looking at it right now.
Wow.
Probably some asshole who likes him.
Well,
some pussy bitch.
It's the most I've seen.
That's the most thumbs down I've ever gotten.
Yeah, because people do thumbs down. They're just fucking big pussies who can't fucking face up and talk like real men online. They're just little cowards. That's all you'll ever fucking be, because you know what? Thumbs down don't affect this channel at all. They don't affect the fucking videos. They don't stop us from doing fucking VDU. All they do is make us laugh at you for the pathetic little faggots that you are. So fuck you, bitches.
Oh, there's more thumbs down right there.
Yeah, that escalated quickly with the
Bring
thumbs
it
down.
on. Bring it on, motherfuckers. It's not going to affect the fucking video or the channel at all.
That's fucked up, man. That's a lot of thumbs down.
Yeah, they're just fucking cowards.
Anyway, we're at the point of the night where we're saying bad things. We'll go offline and say bad things
fuck all
together.
you people. Fuck all you. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it all you.
As soon as I'm done this beer, we're going offline.
Well, Chad's gonna drink that beer, and all you people just shove these fingers right up your fucking ass because you're all a bunch of fucking pieces of shit, coward motherfuckers.
Who's that?
And I hate your parents. I hope they die of cancer.
Cheers, boys and girls.
What are you drinking anyway, Chad?
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
Is it actually orange juice?
Sweetwater squeeze.
Oh.
He's drinking the hatred tears of all.
I was gonna chug it, and then I realized just how heavy it is because it really is orange juice.
He's drinking all the hatred tears of all the pussies who just thumbed down this video.
Are those at the LCBO? Because I'll have to pick a couple up when I come.
Yeah, they are, and I was actually making a joke when I picked them up at the LCBO. I'm like, hey, these cans explode? The guy's like, shut up, Chad, just buy them.
Interesting.
Yeah, I bought them at the Oakwood LCBO, so the one here at the
The
Walmart.
by the show and the.
Yeah, the Walmart one. I mean, the best selection for beer in the area is King Street in St. Catharines, and you wouldn't think it because it's the smallest LCBO in the area. But the guy that takes care of the beer section there is very proud of his beer section.
Kind of what you want, right?
Yeah, like I walked in there and I'm like, oh, this is small. I'll find one or two beers that I haven't had. And I walked in there a few months ago and I spent $125 there on beers I couldn't get here. I was actually looking at the Amsterdam Saison at the LCBO today, and I'm like, do I want to pay $8 for a Saison? No, not really.
No, is it like at least like a high ABV saison, like 12%?
Does it have fruit in it?
Oh God, I would rather get the Burdock Orange Wine Saison than that.
Oh, I wanted to ask.
Is that a new thing? I haven't looked at.
Yeah, they have a barrel aged orange Saison.
That actually sounds pretty good. But Greg, when we traded and you got the stuff from Burdock, did they not have the IPA? Because you picked me up the Cranberry Berliner Weiss, but then I realized you did the Citra Pale Ale.
I don't remember. What they had or not, but they often don't have the IPA. Did you want the IPA,
Well,
Joe?
the Pale Ale. When we talked, yeah, you said you were going to pick those two up, but then it didn't. I'm like, did I pay for it? I'm like, I don't remember us even discuss it, but you didn't.
I
No, you
didn't
didn't.
charge you for anything.
You didn't. You didn't, and I was surprised at that. I thought that was like a regular offering that they had. What is it, Citra?
They've had like the thing with Burdock is that every time they make an IPA, it's different. Like they have a different pale ale every time. They have a different IPA. Like they keep changing up their recipes, so it's always a little bit different. But
maybe it wasn't Burdock. Maybe Reinhardt. I don't remember. I don't remember where he went now. Just forget it. Just forget it.
I think I gave you the stout from Reinhardt, but I didn't actually go to Reinhardt to get that. I just had that sitting in the cellar.
Yeah.
Then we're still